The train headed for Sunset City will be departing soon.
Ray, do you like the title?
What is the title again? What's it
Look
called?
at look at the title.
Hold on.
I'm
I
just gonna see
I need to
what
pull it
smoke
up.
Man asks if you've seen title, doesn't answer. Do you like the title? I like it.
Hold on. Give me like literally 2 seconds. I'm pulling it up.
1, 2.
Oh, okay,
It's
like
Happy
5.
Treylls.
Hold on. All right. Happy Treylls. Yep. I like the title.
I had to
I
get
like
a little
it.
pun in there, you know. I had to get a little.
I
Pun
like
in
I
there.
like the title.
All right, well that's that. What? Tell you what. Why don't you introduce?
It's like, yeah, I want
Oh,
to get
he's
a little
crying.
fun.
It's okay, Trey. You're okay. It'll be
It's okay.
Uh,
Yeah, come here.
Yeah. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Sunset City, the Sonic podcast for the classic and modern age. Sadly, this is going to be my last episode. I'm one of the hosts, Trey Nobles. I've been here kind of on and off since the beginning as a guest, and then full time about, I would say, like a year and a half ago, something like that.
Mhm.
It's been a
Yeah, something
minute.
like that.
He's the only person
Yeah.
here to have met the old cast. How were they?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
yeah.
I met them?
Yeah. Shh.
That's true.
Yeah,
You mean
but
I
I got
met
my
all
head
the
hit with a
members?
rock the other day, so I don't have much memory of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I've heard
love
that's been going
the
around,
old
yeah.
cast.
And
He needs
Trey
some
member
will
member
soon
berries.
be crossing the Rainbow Bridge to play with the other dogs that left the ship.
No, I can't say
Oh,
that.
that is just sad.
That's fucked.
yeah. First of all,
He's
all
going
dogs
to
go
the
to heaven.
barn with the other quitters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I never understood? If all dogs go to heaven, why do they have a different bridge to get there? What the fuck's up with that?
Yeah, also
The other
when
one's
you
the
say,
bridge to
dog
Terabithia.
heaven. I'm like, do you mean to tell me I'm not gonna be reunited with this dog?
Yeah,
when
well,
I
yeah,
kick the
exactly, that's a
goddamn
good point.
bucket? Like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
Seems like a bad thing to
exactly.
tell kids, personally.
yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
It's
But yeah. But I guess to go ahead and finish off the intro, I'm one of your hosts, Trey. It's my last episode. Next to me, I have Gotta Be Frank.
Hello.
And then over at the far end, we have Garrula64.
Hello! I was late today.
No, I mean.
No, you weren't. You were
fine.
on time. We were all on time.
Yeah, we
No,
were
I'll take
all
it
on
this time. It was me. It was my fault we were a little late today. Because I was...
Frank
buying
is
food.
fucking dead on.
Excuse me.
Frank is like, he sat in silence for like 7 minutes until I noticed that he was here.
That's funny.
That's
And then we have our last but not least host, Channel Pup.
What? That's not his name, though.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, it's Channel Dog. You're still Pup in Discord. That's what it says in Discord still. It still
Yeah,
says
no, I mean,
Pup.
he still goes by Pup.
in this server maybe, but I haven't updated that.
Oh, okay,
it's
fair enough.
Surprising,
sorry.
undertaking.
So Channel Mutt. We have Channel Dog.
Channel
Oh.
Mutt.
Yeah.
Channel Butt.
Channel
Channel Mutt.
Channel
sucks
Butt with
butt.
2 T's.
Oh, hey,
Channel Butt.
Housekeeping though, super chats will be read at the end of the stream. I sadly won't be here because I can't be here for that long, but the lovely hosts will be able to read all of your super chats. I see some wishing me the best, and I really appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. It really means
This
a
is
lot.
very nice.
And also,
I see.
yeah, I tell you what, I'll zoom us through the Bat Enjoys as well, because like the show is brought to us in part by our many patrons. Patrons in the Bat Enjoyer tier get special shout-outs at the start, which are My Great Rolls, Vem101, Aiden Fitzgerald, Stardust Chaos, Crimson Rose, Mr. SP, and KB. Oh boy, I taste blood. That's great. Alright, so...
Yeah.
Don't worry
You need
about
to
it.
stop you.
All right.
Yeah,
So
don't worry about it. So...
I think
That's what happens when you go on that carnivore diet.
Because obviously I wanted to, like, you know, give people a little time to kind of well, you know, obviously
gonna talk
I
about
like
Trey?
people to know his farewell fucking episode, and we've got actually some real nice
Trey
messages for Trey, actually, from like I kind of put a little thing out saying, anybody want to leave a little message for little Treyo? So we got some responses
nice.
on Blue Sky, we got some responses on YouTube, and fucking nobody on
Aw.
Twitter gave a shit. So that tells you everything
Jeez, thanks,
you
Twitter.
need to know about which social media websites are favoring you right now. Okay?
Right, might be something to look
I think
into
that's
when your music
I
drops.
think that's
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's just how I think that's just how Twitter works.
So are you ready
Honestly,
to blast
yeah.
through? Are you ready to blast
Twitter wasn't
through
actually working
some
today.
fucking
Sure.
messages, Trey? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So, first up, this was 9 days ago. Gosh, because yeah, like we were meant to do this last week, but like because
Oh,
everyone was
yeah.
gone, I was like, Trey, do you reckon you could hold on just a little?
Yeah.
And of course he did.
And that was not
So-
going to be an issue. Like, it's all good.
He said, absolutely not. Fuck off.
It's like, I'm actually leaving right now forever.
I'm leaving the planet right now. You
Yeah.
gotta be quicker
Wow.
than
Trey's
that.
gonna
He
be
really
an
is a
astronaut, guys. He's going to space
Yeah.
Hollywood.
He's going
I got
to Mars with Elon Musk.
yeah,
He wasn't content with the richest people in the world. He wanted to find the richest people in
Yeah,
the universe.
I got inspired by Katy Perry, and I wanted to go to the moon for at least like 2 minutes before coming back down. You know, like I was very
Got
inspired.
inspired by the fucking Spaceman music video or whatever it was, that one song she did.
Yeah, oh, exactly.
You're
yeah.
so hypnoptizing.
Dylan's been waiting for a chance to sing
Stun me
a
with
Katy
your
Perry song
laser.
on Sunset City.
She literally says, "Stun me with your laser." That's fucking awesome. What do you mean?
He's doing a little slut drop while he sings that, just so you know. He's popping like
Listen, I'm not shit. I know it.
My home planet needs me. Yeah,
let's
yeah,
start off with some
Hollywood
Blue Sky
Elysium.
one.
or
It says
whatever.
by far the least, or they're the second only. All right, so Twitter hates Trey. Carrot Nakama 24.
What don't
Great.
they hate?
Sorry, carrot
Okay.
for Nakama. Nakama gets to have the carrot. There's going to miss you, Trey. Definitely was a fun ride with you, bro. Especially the jokes you always made.
Aw, that's sweet. Thank you.
And then Mr. DC
He's always joking.
says it was a great run. He's got you confused with an athlete, it seems. Thanks a bunch for your insight, Trey, and I hope you take care.
Well, thank you. That means a lot. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like points I make. I'm not saying I
Are
don't make.
fucking
We all
terrible.
make pretty good. Yeah, we all make good points, but there's sometimes where it's like
I don't.
I feel like it. No, you do. You do. You're fantastic. It's like what you said.
Oh,
But
Trey, you're fantastic.
oh, thank you.
He's only being
But
nice
yeah.
to you because he wants you to remember him well. He doesn't want you to remember all the mean things he did.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever been mean to Trey, even one time.
What, you don't remember the
I-
time he put a banana peel in front of my feet? Or the time he dropped an anvil on me? Like, it
No.
happens.
Listen, Trey and I go way
Am
back.
I
I
a
helped him
vaudeville
when he was
act? What are
almost
you
really
talking
high.
about?
It was awesome. We had a great time at PAX East. Not PAX East. We had a great time at the other one.
Yeah, too many
You know
games.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Too many games, that's the one.
Too many
It's the
games.
Trey
whole lot of
served
games.
in the great conflict alongside myself and Nick back in the day. And, like,
Yes.
it was a hell of a war. I'm almost kind of nostalgic
That-
for it. God, love
It was a
war.
war between the land and the sea.
Stop. You'll never swim
I
alone.
hope not.
Stop.
You
It'll
know
have
what's
a good
crazy?
ending.
That was back in 2022 when we
You'll
first
never
met
swim alone.
in person at Sonic
Oh,
Revolution.
Salt.
The military was not 2022. That was 1974.
Oh well,
You
I'm
guys were
talking
in the
about when we met in person. It was in
That, again,
2022. Like,
1974, dude.
Yeah.
Same platoon.
yeah, for sure. But it is crazy to think that was like nearing 4 years ago. Like, that's
Yeah,
kind of fucking me up right now. I'm not even
But what
gonna lie.
I found just kind of zany was like how I was just in another country a few like hours ago on like the day that we kind of met at Sonic Revolution. So I was already quite zoinky sploinky, nothing quite feeling real. And it's like, oh look, it's Trey. Wait, you only know this guy online. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like none of us have seen each other in person up until that point because I.
But we
haven't
were all
met Nick
so
yet.
casual about it because we all
Yeah,
talked
we
as
were just
much
like,
together.
yeah, this makes sense. It just makes sense for us to just be hanging out,
Feels
you know?
good.
Like I love it. I mean, it's the same thing with meeting Dylan for the first time, meeting Wayne and Cirrus and all them. I think the only person I
And
haven't
there's
met
that
in
one
person
guy.
is Frank. I don't think I have.
That's true. I think that's for me
Frank
as well.
doesn't actually have a corporeal form. As in, like, he doesn't really exist in this.
Frank,
He is
yeah,
a gaseous
Frank
form.
is
He just kind of exists in the room.
Frank is a concept.
Yeah,
that,
you could-
that just
You can be aware of him, but you
Concept
can't actually, like, you know,
Yeah.
find him. Like,
Frank
that's the-
Frank is like those like was it, you know how like in men's like deodorant and shampoo it's all just concepts, not actual things, like it's like women's
What?
shampoo. Well, yeah, okay, like hear me out for a second. Women's
I thought you were
shampoo is
saying
like
shampoo wasn't real. Sorry, I misunderstood what you were saying.
no. Shampoo
to be
is
fair,
real, but what I'm
shampoo
talking about
isn't
is the
real. That's why I don't ever use
is
it.
it's the
It's so
it's the
tasty,
it's the scents within shampoo that aren't real for like men's shampoo, because
Oh,
for like women it's like lavender or like rose or whatever. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. And for guys it's like a
sawdust or some
glacier.
shit.
Yeah, it's like glacier, cool edge. It's like, what?
Big
Like,
ol'
these are
stick.
concepts. These are
That's
just
quite-
I have
concepts.
one.
It's
There's
quite
one that I do. It's the deodorant I have is it says it's the scent of confidence, and it's not working.
The the deodorant I have is just some shit I picked up at the fucking local Tesco. But but I mean, like for my shampoos and shower gels and stuff, for a treat, maybe you'll get like a raspberry flavor. I don't know. I just want to smell like raspberry.
Yeah.
You know, like
Just wanna taste
Yeah.
like that's the thing is only women seem to be allowed to smell like fruit societally, but I sometimes prefer the smell.
No, literally, I prefer like women's soaps and shampoos.
If
and
I-
all
if
that
I
stuff.
I
said
mean, there's
that
a reason us
at
men
any
love
point,
women, right?
He would kill me for it. He would crucify me. over it.
Why do us men like if us men like the smell of lady shampoo? Why don't we just use lady shampoo?
I mean,
like-
yeah, we love women.
Plus,
in general,
it's easier.
you know?
It's easier to
Almost.
lie that you got like laid on a regular basis if you wear lady shampoo because like, oh, you smell like a lady. Like,
Here's the thing.
Maybe there was a little proximity, you know, like who knows?
It's like, yeah. Well, here's the thing. You know, I don't have to lie
Yeah, that's
because
the
I'm
point.
so rich. You know, yeah.
I saw the fucking I saw the writing on the wall as soon as that check was cashed.
Yeah. But no, people on Blue Sky, thank you so much. I'm never on
That's-
Blue Sky.
yeah,
I
that-
should be on Blue Sky more often.
You should be,
and that's
'cause
on
Twitter-
me.
Well,
Delete
do you
your
have
shit
a
if you put it there.
do you have a message for the people of Twitter at least?
Well, message to the people of Twitter. I get that a lot of people probably aren't on Twitter just because of a lot
you
of
gotta tell them to
crazy
go
stuff.
fuck themselves.
is-
Don't be serious.
I'll be honest though, and like I'm like
They really
70%. I'm 70% about to delete Twitter myself because of the whole like Grok AI stuff is very icky. I hate
yeah.
that. It just I don't like it. So like I think I'm in the same boat with everyone else where it's like, yeah, I'm just not going to be on Twitter that much or whatnot. So I don't blame y'all for
Also,
not
sorry,
being engaged.
I hate to
I'm just not much
fucking
of a social media guy, so
hurry, but obviously we do have Trey for limited time, and we've got 19 more comments left to go, and we can kind of
Oh,
speed through.
everyone's so sweet. Thank you.
This is
Yeah.
the YouTube ones. So this is from the original post.
actually, wait,
so-
got a message for people on Twitter. Go play Burning Rangers. Stop being so evil.
Yeah.
All right. So let's start off with Juditaro. Damn, it's sad to see bro go. He brought a very insightful look at things and was a perfect member. Has a perfect member, and I will forever resent him for leaving.
As a what?
What?
Most of that last part.
Excuse me?
Whoa.
It stops
First of
off
all-
that you were a perfect member. I just can't control
Yeah.
myself.
Holy shit! It's not even a Freudian slip. It's like a Freudian jump rope.
it's a Freudian leap of faith. That's what that is. Like,
All right. Okay. So
Holy.
this might be my favorite one. Accelerate Hedge says, "Oh damn it."
A very appropriate response.
it's like fuck.
It's like when you stomp your toe, just like fucking
Yeah.
straight leave it again. All right, we got
Yeah.
Techno Rave 555 says, Trey.
Trey. Is that supposed to be like Snake, like Metal Gear
No,
Solid?
It's
Have you not
supposed to be
played
like
the-
we would go
Trey?
Trey.
When
Right?
you're not here,
Oh,
we'll just say
right.
your name
Yeah.
repeatedly, hoping that you'll manifest. That's gonna be like
Yeah,
every
yeah.
episode now.
Yeah. Oh,
That's really
no.
sad.
You know what?
Wayne Winterrain 1 says
Say Trey
Trey's...
46 times. He shows up.
Winterrain 1 says Trey's running before he can pay me back the $50 he owes me.
You will never catch me. Well, fuck you. All right. Like, I don't know what else you want from me. No, I'm kidding. I don't know who that person is, but hopefully, whatever
Wow.
Trey borrowed $50 free.
Denying their existence. Hey, that's an interesting point.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Chip
Um,
fan,
You're
X,
never getting that money back.
Look,
bitch.
I'll pay you the $50. It's like pocket change for someone as in a tax bracket as myself, obviously. You know, so it's like it's nothing.
We're gonna miss our Hollywood.
he finally accepts it. So Chip fan Exo writes the least unpleasant comment that they've ever put. I'm messing with Chip fan. I'll miss you, Trey. You'll be missed, and my pants will be
Aw.
messed. Okay, that they didn't say the last part.
Oh.
That's artistic
Jesus,
license.
pub.
What is?
Artistic license? Don't get an artist to look at data. So.
Am I gonna be
yeah,
lowered down?
no. I figured it would be nice to have like a urethra for you on your.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mario Tanaka. Oh, great modder as well, Mario. Like, very talented.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Says, no, gonna
It's a
miss
very
the
supportive
goat.
of the show.
Says, I'm
Aw,
gonna
thank
miss
you.
the goat. Who will have the musical takes now?
Mm.
I don't actually know what a music is, though, so I'll try.
You know what?
You've made music.
I will learn more about music just so that way I can have the musical takes.
Frank is literally learning guitar as we speak. He's only stubbed his toe 7 times in the.
I mean, I learned in high school, so
You know how to play guitar?
Maybe.
Trey, let's be real. For me, high school was about a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away or something. I don't know.
I mean,
All
it's
right.
like riding a bike. You can pick it up. But anyways, what were you gonna say?
KB 1999. So there's our little KB here. I wish you the absolute best, Trey. Absolute.
Thank you.
KB didn't repeat absolute best. I just thought it would be quite.
Thank you,
Nice.
KB. KB has always been like a pretty active, just like viewer and member and everything of this channel, like since probably like close to the beginning. So like it's much appreciated. Thank you, KB, and thank you to everyone else for the nice comments. You know, I appreciate y'all.
There's a few more.
Yeah.
So as I say, we'll try and kind of. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I thought it said awesome hat, but it seems to say awesome hat. Says, what am I gonna use to put my food on now?
You know what? You know what? That's good. I haven't heard that one ever. You know, so nice job. Nice job.
I've only heard that one like 500 times. Thanks.
Yeah.
Skeeter Daviter 7745 kind of knows how your cookie usually crumbles. Rip.
Rip! I'm not dying. I'm still here. I'm actually gonna like be
The
gonna miss you, Trey.
way
thing
more
is that
active.
You're dead to them.
I'm dead. Oh my
Eh,
god.
oh wow.
Wow.
So Komodo 2000, farewell Trey. My great rolls 1717. Damn, gonna miss Trey's loads. Gonna miss Trey loads. It was a pleasure to
Okay.
hear from you.
What is happening, brother?
Calm down.
No.
What is going
it
on
was,
today? Are you
it,
alright?
was the
Why
way he
are
worded
people
it
talking
the
about
first
my
time.
member?
Also,
And why are
do you
people
say
talking
that
about my
today?
loans?
Like I'm
Damn,
not
it's
always
Pup doing it.
twisting. It's as if I don't always do this. Like
I
Look,
know, but
look,
like
look.
today it's
No,
very.
I heard Pup say that and I'm like, oh no, he's doing a thing. It's the way he worded
Of course
it.
he's
Stop
doing it.
being weird, Pup.
Every
Look.
time there's ever a sexual comment, it's because of Pup.
Look,
My
I'm
God.
not gay.
I don't know what women. All right. So Alex 7
Sounds like a
says,
thing Pup would say.
It does
Says,
sound like it. Anyway.
rip. That's just like
Another one.
We're still saying rip. I'm not dying.
I'd still say he was a good friend. Well, it doesn't say I'd still say he was good. It says, I'd say he was a good friend. Trey, real note, love what you brought to the conversation and will always look forward to what you do next, whether it's more music or anything. Wish you luck and a successful future. Where's your OnlyFans account? That again, artistic.
Can we talk about that on the show? Is Podbean gonna get mad at us again?
You got it.
I
You
think
got
I'd
it.
be
You got
gonna get
to tell the
jealous.
download. I didn't want people to know that I was making an OnlyFans. What are you doing?
But I
We're
kind
only
of
fans.
I kind of shared it, dude. I didn't mean to. I was just trying to be
I-
supportive.
Train only fans.
should probably keep it on the down low. Isn't this like a Sonic podcast?
Yeah.
This isn't a Sonic
oh,
podcast for kids.
think
It's
about- think about the-
a Sonic podcast for
Someone
kids.
made a good idea. Could y'all just make a gravestone of me, like somewhere in the background? You know?
Oh
like,
yeah, we can add you to the background now.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can
bring
do that.
bring back the
If-
gravestone.
as though we've
Consider it done.
maintained that over the years. All right, we got one more to go. One more. Okay, so.
Well, it just
Neo
means
Nova-
like every 3 months you just add a little bit of grass or something over it because like stuff growing over it.
It just starts getting overgrown. You add a tree to it or something. That's funny.
Neo Nova 1,
The
2,
trade
3.
tree.
The tree
Says-
nobles.
Tree. No, we'll plant a tree and Trey's on it. Trey, Mr. Hollywood, Pup's husband. Just want to say it was great to have you as a full-time member and hope everything goes well. You have your reasons to leave, and that's fine. You'll always be welcome to Sunset City. Now the sunset will be setting on this goodbye.
Oh, that is
That was
cute.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna make
the
Trey
reason-
cry.
I mean, that was the
the re-
goal. I think it's always really funny when people cry.
That's
What's
insane
wrong
to
with
say.
you?
That's not. It's not
Well,
funny to see people cry. What
no,
do you mean?
You know,
I'm
it's
just trying
funny.
to
I
look-
wonder if they had that philosophy in my theater class in high school, because the last day of my theater class was kind of like this, where I was leaving early because I was a senior in high school and everyone else was 1 year below me, and I was my teacher went, all right, Dylan, you stand in the middle of the circle. Now everyone else is standing in the circle around him, and we're gonna say one nice thing to him before he goes. And I was like, oh god. This is gonna fucking destroy me. Like, you can't, because like in a theater class we got so close and it was, you know, it was just a nice, friendly group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
yeah.
like, oh no, oh, and it's like this, except it's funnier because it's people we don't know saying these things.
Did you want to read
Not
the
funnier.
goodbye messages for Dylan as well? While we're...
What?
Well, Dylan's not leaving.
Oh, wait,
Oh, well,
Dylan's
one of my
leaving
friends
too?
during
Oh, wow.
that thing I just
I mean,
mentioned,
usually,
he said I was
uh,
handsome. He said I'm
no,
damn
from-
handsome. And
From
everyone
my
laughed.
experience, usually when it's shortly after a 100-episode milestone and it ends with a 7, usually 2 members leave. So, like, it's kind of customary that one of you also leave.
I
He
love
wants
how
me to
you pick-
leave.
You know
how
what's
you picked
funny?
out-
It's funny that you went straight to Dylan when I've threatened to make a competing podcast for like at least 6 months.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I fear you, so I need to keep you in my ranks, if that makes sense.
What the fuck? I could destroy you at the lift of a finger. What are you talking about?
Yeah, of course you
That's
give
true.
fuck. All right, okay. Keep your
Reckoning
East Bay oven on,
Still
buddy.
come.
Make sure the cookies are
I've
cooked.
never had one. You know what? I have been cooking a lot lately, so I've kind of fulfilled the prophecy.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Give me those.
I'm making some chicken sandwiches later. I try that out.
Oh,
I've never
Can you
done
make
Hell
sure
yeah.
that my ones don't have any nuts or fish in them? Like that. Like I'm not
Trey's
doing
quitting. Dylan's getting fired. Dylan fired for being the greatest and doing nothing wrong ever.
He
I
did
love
nothing
the
wrong. He
idea
did
that-
everything correct.
I love the idea that this episode is the one where Trey leaves, but it gets a reputation as the one where Dylan leaves.
It gets fired.
Dude, it's like someone's getting married and then you like die on their wedding day and they're just like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, or like
You
someone
ruined my
like
day.
Like someone's getting into a fight and it ends up in a divorce.
Yeah.
or like what is it? Like you get married, but then someone else like proposes to their girlfriend at your wedding. So it's
Oh, that's
like,
weird. That's always a weird one.
That's
That's
happened. Yeah, that happened.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'd be happy for them. I'd be really happy for that. I wouldn't be
I'd
like
be
upset. Just
happy.
Like Yeah.
I
My
think-
thing is like, it would be okay if they gave a heads up, like, "Hey, would it be cool if I
Yeah.
did this?" Like,
People
go for it.
Exactly.
told us first. I think that'd be fine.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah, like
If
I'd
it's
be
a
happy for
spontaneous
them.
thing, to be like, "Did you have to
It
do
would
this now?"
also sort of take spontaneous would be bad, but if it was like known by me and the bride or groom or whatever, then I'd be like, okay, this takes some time from them looking at me. They'll look at you guys for a while. It's like, cool, let's do that.
yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh,
was there any
I
more
don't need this kind of
comments?
pressure.
Was there any more comments, by the way?
What? You
Or is that-
expect more from? Holy fuck!
No, no. I was just wondering if there was
You're
any more. If there
fitting
isn't, then that's
perfectly
perfectly
in
fine.
Hollywood, man. The greed. The
Yeah.
greed.
The greed.
Wait, that's why Trey's leaving. He's going to Hollywood.
I'm going to
Got
Hollywood.
covered. Look at him go. It's
Yeah.
like it's like when Steve left Blue's Clues.
He's like,
He's
I'm
going to
tired of-
college, guys.
yeah,
I'm
guys,
tired
I'm
of
sorry.
Corset City. I'll spend my money elsewhere.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just too good for y'all now. I have too much stuff, and now it's just like y'all
I've
can't
got too
keep
many
up.
things.
Yeah, I got too
Buttholes.
many things.
He's got
No.
big things planned.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to college, just like Steve from
Got
Blue's
big
Clues.
bucks. Yeah. That guy's got his own podcast now, actually.
Oh, nice.
Really? Cool.
Wait,
Called Alive.
I was gonna say, is that a good thing? Because
It is.
I mean,
It's pretty cool.
people starting a new podcast, that's kind of 50-50.
Now,
No, it seems good. It's a very genuine, like,
Blues-
nice,
yeah,
calming
like
podcast, I would say.
Okay.
He's going for the Mr. Rogers trophy. Going for that kind of.
Yeah. But I think he's kind of making it specifically. I think he said one of the reasons was he wants to reconnect with the people that he was, helping teach all those years ago,
Yeah.
which is fun.
I think it's very
that's
sweet.
really neat.
Yeah.
Wait, so you made a podcast for me?
Yeah,
Okay, but
And
just
only me.
remember,
for you and me.
Right, just a heads up in the
Us.
contract here that you have the other podcast for it. Is that all good?
Oh man, I already
That's
broke.
crazy.
You got a non-compete? Oh
I
my
already,
god.
I already broke that because I was on Ram on the Rocks with Wayne about like a couple weeks back.
Well, technically, you
Uh,
haven't left yet, so therefore that's
Oh
technically.
yeah, I didn't leave it. Yeah, no. And,
But then
like,
once that's done, like again, like absolutely no contact with the outside world.
Do you see Ram on the Rocks?
yeah, Ram on the it's Wayne's
That's
boss's
Wayne's
like
podcast.
It's a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
awesome name.
That sounds
I
like a
love
s-
that.
yeah, the whole
That sounds like a sick
concept
name
is
for
that
like
It takes
tech
place within a
podcast or something.
Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
podcast itself takes place.
So
within,
you-
like, the
so-
bar on a
That's cool.
Dreamcast.
it's so funny because like I love Wayne to death, and we were just talking just to we didn't have a subject in mind. We were just kind of talking about music stuff mostly, but like
Yeah.
it is so funny because you hear the ambience that he adds to it because it's all like we
Yeah, he makes
record
it
it and then he
atmospheric.
edits it. Yeah,
Oh,
he
that's
makes it. You can hear the disc whirling and stuff like that too in the background. It's really fun. I love it a
It's
lot.
so cool.
Yeah.
I gotta check that out. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like
not-
if I were to make a podcast, I always thought I would call it Gift of Gab because that's what people have
Oh,
always
that's
told me.
a good one.
Oh,
that's a good one.
cool.
Either that or my other thought was gut feeling because I've had stomach problems my whole life and I can
No.
probably talk also about that.
Man,
The
we're
gut
really
feeling was
going to
real.
make a podcast about tummy pains?
No. That sorry, gut feeling was
Do
an
you
idea I
have
had
an
for like a charity thing, but I don't think anyone would care at this point, so I just haven't
I'm
done
going to
I'd say-
ignore.
I'd
I'm
say
going to
go for it.
retract my statement.
it. Bitch, make fun of my charity stream.
Well,
Fuck
I already
your
have
charity.
a- it would be to
Stupid.
support,
I
like,
hate
You know, people
charity.
with-
Charity
like,
bad.
No,
disease,
guys.
IBD, that kind of stuff.
So I'm seeing some Wallace does not have a podcast. I'm talking about Wayne. Wayne is boss. That's probably
no, that's
what
Wallace.
you're thinking.
No, that's what that is Wallace.
Oh, well, okay. I'm
Different
thinking
Wallace.
of Wallace
They call him Wallace.
Prower.
Yeah, you're
I'm
getting
thinking of
your
Yeah,
Wallace
Wallace's
Prower,
mixed
Different
which
up.
is
Wallace.
another friend. Yeah.
Wayne is
Yeah,
still
different Wallace.
technically Wallace. He was dubbed Wallace in a very early episode of Sunset City. And then eventually his name just became anything that began with a W that isn't Wayne, basically.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
Make a
but, like-
podcast about making podcasts and call it the Daily Cast. If you a
You'd
Daily
have to do
Cast
it
probably
daily.
a ton of traction, to be honest. That sounds like a thing people might search by mistake a lot.
would you not have to do it daily though?
I mean, I could probably
Yeah.
record a quick thing daily, like if that was all I was doing.
It'd be like
you would
30-minute
not want
episodes
to.
or something.
You would not want to do
I wouldn't
that.
want to. If I had to get on, if it was something I was doing alone, it would be easy to do on my own.
But yeah, no,
But-
just a heads up for the folks at home. The latest episode of Ram on the Rocks is it was 2 weeks ago, and it does feature our boy Trey. There are like obviously Wayne is the main host of that. He's had several episodes
Yes.
where he's had the game apologist duo. I'm calling them now, basically doing it together. So,
Yeah.
he's also had Suris on the show before on Ram on the Rocks, and he's also had myself on the show, and that's the important part. And like
Yeah,
you
sure.
you can listen to it, and it's like a little Sunset City, except the cast are more spaced out.
Yeah. And it is like
mean,
pre-recorded,
like-
so you can't
Space out
It's
a
not
lot.
like a thing where we're reacting to a live chat or anything. It's like just pre-recorded. Then
Yeah,
he
so there's
edits
none of those
down.
stupid, awful super chats that everyone fucking.
Yeah, that we have to.
You
Yeah,
mean-
we have
That
to
Oh,
dedicate
God.
so
absolute
much
fucking-
time.
Yeah, more
Yeah,
like slogger
no.
chats. Am I right? That doesn't
That's what I'm
sound like
saying.
something I'm allowed to say.
Oh God, no! And the show's over.
Did we lose Pup? Is he?
I don't know.
Don't worry, I'm just dealing with a
Oh, no,
small
he's-
technical hitch. Wouldn't be a Sunset City episode without one.
Did we lose Dog? We got it. I still like Channel Mutt. That's a funny name.
Channel Mud is actually a really good name. I do like that.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
Here comes another rebrand.
it's not a rebrand. It's just a name change. There's no actual like, aside from just trying to improve it. Of course, like there's no like major change to like content philosophy or anything.
Yeah. Actually, have you talked about it on the podcast? I don't think you talked about it on the podcast yet.
Yeah, no.
I didn't
this
really
all
think
happened.
there was anything to talk about, to be honest. But I guess we could talk about it a little bit.
It's like a news. You might as well just bring it up. Yeah.
Yeah,
New
I mean,
name,
I-
same Scrimlow.
New name, same Scrimlow, basically. Like, I
Yeah.
think some people are wondering, is it kind of a rebrand and stuff like that? And it's obviously not the first time I've done something kind of a bit silly with the
Yeah, he
channel.
changes his profile all the time, the picture.
Yeah, look, I mean, there's people out there that never fucking change their YouTube profile pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've
'Cause-
hardly ever.
because that's their brand and stuff like that. But like in my own case, you know that I'm very curious about Blender and Photoshop and shit like that. So there's always naturally going to be little changes to the looks of the videos as I'm learning new software, and that stuff's like a reflection of where I'm at creatively. But no, like the channel dog thing, that's really like that is just an advancement. Basically, it's just a progression. Like in
He's
terms
evolved.
of the name, like it was Channel Goat once. People who remember it was Channel Goat. And
That's
then
right. Yeah.
my dog fucking died, and without a second's thought, I was like, tribute time, changed the channel name to Channel Pup. Not really any thought went into the naming there. But obviously, like, like you do tend to put some thought into like naming and branding and stuff like that to ensure that you're reaching the correct like audience and stuff like that. And yeah, sometimes you just need to do little tweaks here and there just to kind of get things right, basically,
Yeah. 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 It's understandable.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. I've never rebranded.
Yeah.
Rex never rebranded. I guess technically the Knuckles channel relaunch is not a rebrand, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
No, it was also like I turned 30 this year. I was like, it would be very funny. Like,
He is now dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's old to be dog.
I also just thought it'd be funny to just like
Mhm.
put up a post saying time to become channel dog, and then moments later change the channel name.
We've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Like you just did you should do a little Pokemon evolution thing, like that dun 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 dun.
Oh Lord, sadly I do have to go pretty soon.
No.
Is there any? No? Did you just say no?
So Trey, what
No.
will you do next? Like, what's the fucking plan? And
All
also,
right.
yeah, go on. Yeah, let's just ask a few questions.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
plan?
The questions are welcome. I'm going to Disney World. No, I'm kidding. But it's mainly just the music stuff. I'm finally at a point now with my because I've been working on 2 records for the past 2.5 to 3 years, right? Like it's been a pretty long journey for my musical endeavors and everything. And now I'm finally at a point to where it's like, okay, like I really need to focus on this, because I've realized something about myself too, is that like I'm very like one track minded, if that makes sense. I can only really focus on one thing at a time. And if I'm like,
oh, look at me, I have ADD. Oh.
like legit, like I used to take ADHD like medication, like back in the day. I used to take like Vyvanse, which is like very strong, but apparently I really needed it. But I couldn't afford it. But like, yeah, I'm very one track minded, so it's like, okay, I really just gotta focus on finishing my music stuff. I can't go another year without releasing something, like, and now I'm finally at a point to where it's like it's very close. It's very much there. So I'm going to be doing that for at least like the first half of this year, and then the later half is going to be me finally getting back into video content creation and
Yeah. All right.
and finally, like, because I have a lot of video ideas, but like I need to finish one thing first before I can start on another, basically. Even though I have started on the script for this one for a while, like, so it's just the
Yeah,
recording
of course.
process that I need to finish. But yeah, it's yes, I am leaving. But people are still asking if I am leaving. It's like, yes, I am, sadly. But yeah,
What
Well,
gave
mainly
it
just
away?
mainly just but mainly my biggest thing is like all the stuff that I've been promising about since being on this podcast where it's like, yep, I'm working on the videos, yep, I'm working on music, yep, it's gonna happen, and like all this other stuff, and it hasn't yet. It's because like I've been so focused on a lot of other things externally, and again, like, and including Sunset City, and Sunset City isn't the only thing that I'm kind of like stepping away from,
Burdened with.
like. Wait, what's up?
Sunset City isn't the only thing you're fucking burdened with.
No, it's not. Well, it was never a burden. It was never a
It's
burden. I want to
the
make that
burden I hold.
super clear. It's been a real honor to like not only talk about like shared interests and stuff like that, but just to make memories and see a lot of
Yeah.
these guys in person
get
and
to know
just become
these-
legitimate
these
friends,
fools.
So it's like I'm always to still talk about stuff. I think it's like I really need to pace myself when it comes to what I'm focusing on, and music's gonna take priority in that aspect. Plus, like, my life has been changing a lot too. Recently got a dog, so that's been
Oh,
nice.
what the fuck?
Yeah, I got a
Love it.
husky. Here, I'll send
Yes!
y'all.
Yeah, let's see pics. I want to see pics.
They're little buddies. I love those guys.
Yeah,
Well, they're not little buddies. They're big buddies.
his name's Rory, and yeah, he is the cutest. He's laying next to me right
Rory.
now.
Guys, just because
Um,
Trey's leaving doesn't mean we're getting divorced. I just want to fucking point that
Hello.
out, okay?
A little puppy.
Where
Our
should I
love-
put? Where
We'll extend.
should I put it? Bounce back?
Wherever
Is that
you
fine?
Wherever you want to fucking baby boy, don't worry.
Okay. Let me
Hey yo.
Uh,
let me see.
Trey, post it. Trey, for God's
Hold on,
sake,
hold on.
Trey.
Hold on, I gotta
Praise.
find the
Is this
rest
a
of
little
them.
puppy? Still, is it a little puppy?
Oh no, it's like I think he's like 6 years old at this
Oh,
point.
he's gotcha.
So
gotcha.
he's a big gentle giant for sure.
Trey, dude, I'm edgy,
jump.
man. Just send the pic. I just need
Hold
to
on.
see.
All right. I got a couple. I'm gonna do
Where are you sending them?
in the bounce back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could we get a best of Trey compilation Sunset City video as
That's-
tribute?
Not a bad idea. A tribute.
All right. I allocate
right.
you as editor.
You should be
Dylan.
doing that, honestly. What? No, I'm not doing that.
I love how
That's so many hours.
We should be doing that. Wait, I'm not doing that.
I work on two
I don't do
YouTube
the
channels.
short.
Trey
Like
Noble
both
said,
Trey and I were like, yeah, we'll make shorts for Sunset City, and neither of us did it. I did it
Oh,
for a
yeah.
bit, but oh, the puppy! Oh, look at it! I love his little stare. He's like,
Yeah.
Is it okay if I
Oh,
put
he
the
also-
pictures up on the
cute.
stream for the people to see and they see the?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
what a
absolutely.
boy! Oh,
Which picture?
It's
Big.
the one with the dog laying down on the floor.
holy shit, Trey! The fireworks dog.
Oh yeah, he was at the fireworks stand, and it was like the cutest thing. He like put his
Dude,
paws up.
He's gonna sell
Yeah.
you things. He's the shopkeeper.
He was a big hit. Everyone loved him, and
Rory.
I was like,
Oh.
yeah, in this economy, he has to pay rent, sadly, So like,
Holy
Hang
shit,
on,
he's
hang
so-
on.
He's
Should
so
he-
handsome, dog.
Should he not be called like Barky? Like roaring is what like lions do.
no, he does do like awoos more than barks.
Yeah, Huskies do kind of like crazy howling.
Yeah.
Is that for the inevitable Twitch career? Got to pay rent somehow.
Yeah.
Hey, so Treylls Noibles, is this a big fucking, is this a hard ass fucking full
Trey
stop
as a child. No.
on Sunset City time, or are there going? Could you maybe like do appearances occasionally?
So I could
Yeah.
definitely do appearances.
Never again.
Yeah, never again. No,
Welcome
I
back,
would like.
Trey.
Oh, I
Yeah,
never
what about
left.
next week? Did you hear next
He's
week?
back.
Or-
Yeah. Actually, Trey, we have something special for you next week. You come back next week, and it's like, it's
Yeah,
like,
Trey,
gosh.
next week we
It's
have the
genius.
encore of like the post life
Got me.
celebration. You know, like
It's the Trey Nobles departure tour 2026.
Oh gosh. You
so
know
part
what's
of my
funny is
grand plan to keep everyone around longer.
that
Celebrate their departure for an entire year.
Yeah.
but
It's like those people with a birthday month.
Sure,
like,
you
dude,
can
no.
Oh my
leave,
God.
Trey, but it is the year of Trey this year. You know?
It's the John
yeah,
Cena
you
retirement
can't-
tour.
You can't leave. Yeah. But
I
no,
gave
I'm
you-
I'm
I
definitely
gave you
down.
Coke.
I'm definitely
You
down.
did
to
what?
come-
I was about
I-
to say Coca-Cola, but no, I didn't. I had. I got you Pepsi.
All right, but but I'm down to make appearances, especially if they're like, relevant and everything. Like I think that would be fun, and yeah, I'm always down for that. So it's not like it's gonna be like one of those cases where it's like, how like you leave a job and everybody's like, we're all still cool with each other. Then you make appearances at the job sometimes, like say hi to
That
everybody.
literally never happened with me, unfortunately.
Oh no.
That's like what Nick and Cyrus and Wayne do sometimes. Or mainly Nick. He'll just pop into the call and be like, "Hi." Remember?
It's like, hello.
He'll just say some shit.
It's like, what are y'all doing? But yeah, no. Yeah. So life's been changing a lot. I also plan on going on tour this year at some point. So that would be fun. That would be a good time. So yeah.
You don't need to listen to Trey when he's on tour. You can go like he's tangible. You could
Yeah, you
touch
can
him.
go-
You shouldn't. You definitely don't
can-
do that.
You
don't
can
know
you can
him.
you can everyone, you have my consent.
What? No, don't consent to everyone. What the fuck?
Why not? It's not like what do you want?
I guess
What do
there
you
is
want
such
from
a
me?
thing as ethical non-monopoly.
Yeah, absolutely. I love
I
how
have no idea where the hell
Traitor.
any of this is going.
It just sounds like
Traitor.
traitor. Yeah, it just
Hashtag
sounds like
Traitor.
hashtag traitor. It's just traitor.
I mean, he is defaulting and leaving to go be on a rival podcast.
No, I'm not going on any other podcast.
He's going on a rival podcast. He's going on At Dawn.
I mean,
You
that's
know
where
what,
we're
Trey?
all going.
We'll get you all the stuff set up for the first episode. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. But yeah, I do gotta go pretty soon. And was there anything else that
Yeah, you gotta
That-
hear Dylan sing for you, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Only
Yeah.
through trials can we find the strength we need.
Hell yeah.
There's nothing
Hell
wrong
yeah.
with just another day.
I think he's trying to apply for the new music person on the squad.
Yep. There's his application. He's in.
Determination
D-
of the strong.
Dylan, what I can do, Dylan,
Search for so long.
Dylan, what I can do for you is I can sing snippets for you and then send it to you via like WAV files so you could put them in your like voice mod thing or something or your soundboard. That way it's like if you do want to break out into song,
You're saying I'm not
I'm
good
there. You are good enough. Wait, what I'm saying is that I could harmonize with you in spirit,
Oh,
He's just saying you're not
Hey.
good enough on your own. You need
I-
support.
if I was trying
No.
better, if I had
He's
better
good.
acoustics.
No.
Hey, here's the thing. He's good enough on his own. He is more than
Yeah.
good enough on his own. It's just harmonies sound nice.
Yeah, harmonies just sound
Thank you,
nice.
That's true.
Yeah.
Stop putting me in my place. I'm not serious.
I think we should do a Sunset City music
Well,
thing.
yeah,
as
you're
a
not
send
serious.
off for Trey.
Well, you're technically dog, but
We What should we sing? We should sing something, Trey, as a finale.
We could always sing.
What the fuck is that?
It's the Spider-Man sound. Now on the sound.
Yeah.
I heard nothing.
I heard nothing.
I heard that.
I didn't hear anything. I was waiting. I was waiting to hear him say something. It was like,
Well,
Yeah,
anyways.
no,
Right.
like, I got nothing now. Unless you want to jump in for like the first little bite of the main topic, I got nothing.
Well, I guess I'll be taking my leave, but I love y'all. Thank y'all for the kind words, and thank you for the memories. Thanks for the memories. Yep.
I hate that we all thought of that. I had that in my mind.
But you're all awesome. I'll be back in terms of like, you know, any sort of like once in a blue moon type
Crossover
of like
specials.
appearance. Yeah, or like, or even if like y'all wanted to talk about like, let's say, you know, the music I'm releasing, it would be cool to talk about that with y'all, see what y'all think about it, like genuinely, you know, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I don't have a lot to say about music, but I'll listen to your music and enjoy it probably.
oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh
The
my
probably
God,
is very
really?
huge because I don't know. It might suck. You never know. It
could,
might not be.
No, it could. It genuinely could. I don't think it will, but it could. Law of averages tell me it won't, but like, there's always a possibility it could suck.
There, yeah.
And that's why I always
The-
dread it when people send me stuff they've made. I'm like, what if it's awful and I have to tell you?
Oh
how
yeah.
it is?
Like, well, I've
Never ever
I've
send
had-
me anything you've made ever. I hate it. Like when people are like, "Oh, can I make art of your character?" I'm like, "Fuck no, absolutely not."
what the hell? No, like I only say like if you're gonna send it to me, like it should be like a like, do you want my opinion on it or do you just want to show it? You know, like make that clear.
Are we
Because,
talking
like-
about like art now, or are we talking about something else?
I'm talking about art. I'm talking about like people like write
yeah, me
music
too.
and
I was
stuff
also
or write.
talking about art, man. Like that was
Yeah.
This
All
fucking
right.
guy.
Well, anyways, I love y'all. Love you, chat. Y'all have a great
Run, Trey,
rest
run.
of your show.
Love you, Trey.
I will talk to
He's
y'all
not
later.
looking.
in my
Quick,
own time.
go!
Later, Trey.
Bye bye.
Farewell, Troy.
Bye, Trey. Bye. Who the hell was that?
You know, if there wasn't a rest of the episode to go, that would have actually been a really great ending line. All right. Okay. All right. Let's the music guy's gone now.
Well, no, Dylan's the new music guy.
No, Frank, because we're now mourning, we have to be really mean to someone in the squad, and I think it should be.
You always wanted to be Dylan.
It's just he's an easy target, okay?
We both know that I'm just going to be mean to you.
Well, yeah, but he's so meek and funny. It makes him such a good target.
What? I'm not even me.
He's not very big, like you know, like he's very small.
I mean, aren't you small too?
Yeah, but that's
I'm
irrelevant.
officially the biggest guy on the podcast.
Big guy.
It is actually
Big guy,
true. Frank is
pants
the
okay.
tallest one on the podcast now.
Yeah, Frank is now officially the tallest. Well, lead us then.
Does that mean he's in charge?
Yeah, it does. You got to read the weed and lead us.
I think actually it's funny though. If we like Pup and I, if we did like the trench coat, like stand on each other's shoulders thing, I think we would just be about Frank's height,
We'd be one Frank.
which I think is very funny.
You
Alright.
know what
Anyway.
the funny thing is? I'm not caught up on anything this week. Well,
Don't
actually,
worry,
no.
I've taken
Hold on.
care of.
I'm caught up on
business.
on the last thing on our whole topic thing. It's just the first one because I don't really follow comics, especially the IDW stuff. Like I'm not as familiar with what's going on, so
All right.
I am going to need your help on this.
All right. So, yeah. First things first. Then IDW continuity and something that Giorno actually mentioned to me last week, but we just didn't have the time to go into it. But basically,
Okay.
Evan Stanley has cleared up like some of the information on where IDW takes place in regard to Sonic Frontiers. So Evan Stanley was asked on, I think this is Tumblr, if I'm not mistaken. Mario Kart Gamer Dude asks, Evan, a big question. So the mystery villain currently has 6 of the 7 emeralds in one spot in that coffin. But then, since we know after issue 83, Sonic Frontiers happens, so does that mean they just disappear to the Starfall Islands during the event of Frontiers, and then they scatter again, and we assume the villain is going to go hunt for them again before issue 100, after going through the effort to collect them already? Very confused. It's quite a process when you play it out like that, Mario Kart game. And I think
Oh, Mario Kart Gamer.
this is an
I know him.
instance of those pesky Mario fans overthinking our Sonic stuff, maybe? No,
No.
but like, it is the kind of thing where Sonic has now very much set itself up for that, given that they have kind of put continuity at the forefront. But Evan Stanley responded to this saying, Frontiers does not take place after issue 83. 84 is Sage's first appearance in the comics, but that's different. Because of how Frontiers handles the Emeralds, it can only take place sometime shortly before issue 8. So this would be prior to, I think, the clean sweep. Like IDW issue 68 is. Oh yeah, that's like kind of around about the start of like the sort of Riders, like early on in that. So yeah, it's pre the Riders arc. Okay, even that placement's not perfect, but it's just the best place to put it without causing any major continuity hiccup. We must assume that
You think
Eggman
that, like,
kept... Go on.
do you think that before and after Frontiers, like it happens in the comics, Sonic goes from talking like, "Hey, yeah, we beat Infinite back then," and then he gets back from the Starfall Islands and goes, "Hey, you guys, it's good to see you, Tangle, Whisper, Bell."
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, so remember when like
Love
Tails
to
like,
see all you guys.
remember when Tails like, you're gonna hardly recognize me when we see each other again. Like,
He's like
what?
12 feet tall and he's a
How
lizard.
true that's gonna be.
Well, it's not. It's officially not, because we know now that the Riders arc in IDW canonically takes place after Sonic Frontiers. Now, the reason Sage hasn't been present is because we must assume, according to Evan Stanley, we must assume that Eggman kept Sage safe at home for a while, as he made 110% sure she was fine after the whole debacle on the Starfall Islands. There was going to be dialogue and an editor's note clarifying this in 84, but during script review, we were asked to remove it to keep things continuity light. I'm going to admit, I think that's the best move. Ian and I knew this would be confusing and frustrating for longtime readers and pushed back, but it just didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that they do that and say like, "Hey guys, this." I mean, double sense that they've. You said this was Evan Stanley. Sorry.
Yeah, it's Evan Stanley.
So it's very nice that Evan Stanley and other people that work on this are very aware how people will react to certain things, and they do push back on things, because I'm sure they've pushed back on things that they have actually gotten through. You know, like
Well, it's
I'm
interesting
sure they
because
have. It's nice.
So I do kind of think this does springboard us into a bit of another topic, in that. So I mean absolutely no disrespect to the IDW staff when this, but I don't think every fan question. You don't always need to tell everyone how the magic tricks are done. Because I think there are some times where just no answer is better than us. And I think no answer would have been better than Sonic Frontiers took place before. Like, because, again, the big burning thing of Frontiers was the characters go their separate ways, going off on their own adventures. And if Frontiers has already happened in IDW continuity, that means it's really not had an impact. You know, that story has had absolutely zero impact, which, given the kind of standalone nature of Sonic games, was expected. But I must admit, while I think there's been a huge step up in the terms of the quality of the writing with, like, Ian Flynn and the IDW writers step games getting that, like, I much prefer that to what we had with Pontac and Graf. It wasn't their fault, but, you know, just the chips fell as they may. I think we're in a better spot now. But I also think when you've made a point of saying continuity matters in the way that IDW has, and the recent Sonic games have, that's the direction Sega are going, it kind of makes stuff like this 10 times more egregious. Like, Sonic games have always been pretty self-contained, but when you end a Sonic game off with the promise that all these characters are going off on their own new character-defining adventures, and that never materializes, that's an issue.
Cutting out issues again, Revan.
Sorry?
Accelerate Hedge says we're having cutting out issues again.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay.
Fixing it.
Just want to make sure.
I know what the problem is.
I've
been noticing.
Answer every fan question. I agree with that. Oh, should I not say anything till we?
No, don't worry. I've got it fixed. I keep accidentally knocking my headphone jack, and I'm sure people will say, "Oh, that's the reason you use wireless." No, because the Bluetooth just disconnects.
I thought it was an internet thing. I thought it was okay. Anyway, sorry. About the fan thing, the questions thing. I don't think every question needs to be answered because that's how. I feel like ending every single mystery is not a good idea because then there's nothing to discuss. There's nothing to pontificate.
Yeah, it's like there was during like Sonic.
Hold on one sec, sorry, because I know we're gonna get into something else. In this specific circumstance, when you're introducing a character from a specific game to a long-running comic series, which is crazy to say that it is a long-running comic series now. It's been years, which is cool. But when you're introducing a character from a specific game, and up until now, the canon's been very loose about it, and at a time where it seems like they're trying to make the comics canon to the games. Like, it seems like the timeline is going to be unified for the most part. I think it makes perfect sense for them to give out an answer for this, because we do need an answer. But what I don't understand is why Sonic Team or Sega would be like, no, put less information in there, because I'm sure it was just like one extra text box on a page. I don't know why they would want to keep that, or like fudge that, or like make it weird, because like it doesn't seem like it benefits them at all to make it worse. So like if they were going to say, no, don't do it the way that makes sense, do it this way instead, and like it's going to be this unsatisfying answer, then I think they should have left it alone and not mentioned anything. Because we weren't going to get a satisfying answer for it.
Well, I think that's what was happening, was, like, because it was a confused fan, like, when does Frontiers take place within a Stanley basis?
Yeah.
Wanted to have it there. But Sega
and
wanted us to keep things
appreciate
like I'm going to admit, though...
I appreciate it.
I'm going to admit, though, this is one of those very rare occasions where I'm taking the corporate side over the creative. In that I think they shouldn't have said when. It would be so much better if we let. Simply because the answer can never be good. Like, but the other thing is, like, it's like when Ian Flynn, during the time of, like, Sonic Superstars release, was getting asked, like, hey, what's with the purple moon in the background? Is that the end? People were theorizing, and he was supposed to shut that down. And then recently, I think Tracy Yardley posted pictures of, like, some of the...
Tracy?
Yeah, I know. We're more... posted some pictures of like some work in progress stuff from the Chaotix comic, some of which featuring more nods to like legacy characters like the Freedom Fighters and stuff, little nods here. And I think Tracy Yardley was saying that they kind of put the kibosh on that before even getting it to Sega editorial because they weren't going to say yes to that. But I'm like, I don't feel like that's something the general public should know, because I just don't think that frames anyone very favorably. I feel like we're getting a bit too much insight as to how the sausage is made. We're hearing on a regular basis from IDW artists and writers how much cooler this could have been, and it's like I think I'd rather just not see how the sausage is made if we're gonna keep saying how lame this all is behind the scenes. Like, I would rather not know when Frontiers takes place than hear it takes place before the Riders arc, before anything has had any opportunity to matter, you know? And I think that's just the thing, is like these Q&A things, it's a nice thing to be this connected. I think that's great. But I also think there's way too many questions being answered. And like, that's enough.
I'm actually surprised they're able to answer any of that stuff, considering, like, didn't Ian Flynn had to stop talking about Sonic on the Bumblecast?
Which makes sense from, like, it's a miracle he was ever able to continue doing Sonic stuff on Bumblecast and do Sonic writing as well at the same time. That's, like, usually that is a stipulation from the jump that you can't do that. I'm not, again, I don't like to play corporate apologists here. I guess we do have to acknowledge some realities. I think we've seen that there's a bit of a tug of war going on, though.
Do you think it's corporate apologist is like Nick's evil YouTuber version? Like, you know how like Markiplier and stuff have like the evil fucked up version?
Well, theoretically, it wouldn't be that. It would be What's the opposite of a game? I guess school. He'd be
Movie?
school. But forgiver.
No, school. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Because you'd be the opposite of apologist. Never mind.
Yeah, it would have to. Be.
The cutscene.
The cutscene kisser.
But it's like the main reason people want to know about this stuff is because they want an impression of where the franchise is. Like that's people want their answers to that and stuff like that. Like I say, just wait until the next game comes. I think the problem now, and especially with like the synergy thing, like of like making it so that the comics and the games directly feed into each other, is now those IDW writers keep having to like explain what the fuck's going on, and then they have to hold fire on certain things. Archie, like, once it hit its strides, once Ian Flynn joined on Archie as well, like, that had a much more seamless flow to it because it was just kind of allowed to do its own thing for it. It had some disruptive reboot, but like for the most part, they were able to just settle down for a long bit. They didn't have to wait for games to figure things out, and they have to follow the game's lead. I think what we've got now is a much worse situation for creatives. And some of the creative freedom they got on Archie was ridiculous, don't get me wrong, but like,
Creative freedom, or was the company that was supposed to be paying attention just not paying attention? I feel like I call it negligence on the company's part. Not
a bit of column A, bit of column B.
I mean, I also don't like the very old-fashioned kind of thing of like, creatives in the industry can't use social media and can't discuss the projects that they're working on and stuff. So it's a tricky balancing act. I'm just saying I think we're seeing way too much of how the sausage is made right now.
You want to bake the cake and then throw it out.
I don't know. I don't need to hear every time there's a cool thing to theorize about in a Sonic thing. I don't need to hear actually know that.
They really have. They haven't done every time. They don't do that every time. I think.
Well, we're hoping that it doesn't lead into that.
It's just way too often at the moment. Like,
I can't think of another time. What was the other time then?
Well, it's just like, okay, the Purple Moon was obviously
the Sally thing where they were like, "Yep, that's Sally." Like I think of that, I guess.
Well, no, there was the Purple Moon in Superstars. There was also the point where people were like saying, "So is the end kind of a godlike entity?" And then Ian Flynn said, "Nah, it's just a boastful moon." I was like, "Well, that took a lot of the mystique away from it." Like, yeah, it was like the end isn't actually like the embodiment of the end. The end is just a very boastful, very egotistical moon.
Despite what they say about that, though, like it's still in the moment the most intimidating thing I think I've ever seen in a Sonic game, just because of how cosmic it is.
It's funny, like you're like the only person that actually agrees with me that the end is kind of cool. Like,
it's not from the.
I like the idea of the end.
No. Think about it like from like Majora's Mask angle. Like the moon crashing into anything is a cataclysm. Like that's the end of everything, basically.
I would also die on the hill.
If you have something that is a boastful moon that is here to just erase your civilization because it feels like it, that is fucking terrifying because it can't even possibly grasp human or the ancient mentality. It just shows up to kill you because you're basically insects.
Well, also,
that's terrifying.
I have a bit of a hot take when it comes to the end as well, is that, like, I actually like the fact that the end doesn't have a face or any, like, relatable characteristics.
Yeah, no, that would make it goofier.
It makes it scarier. Like, if it's just, like... But, yeah, like, there was that, there was, like... and then there's also this, there's the whole, hey, was that maybe a nod to the freedom fighters? Like, at some stage, sure, but we didn't even let it get to editorial first, which kind of comes off as almost kind of apathetic in a way. Again, I don't know entirely the ins and outs of how these things work, but I feel like we're either hearing too much or we're hearing not enough context for things, and things are just sounding kind of lame. But I just think the way the IDW staff have been talking about these comics sounds kind of lame. It sounds like they're always fighting an uphill battle. And I'm like, ugh. I mean, obviously, I'd rather Sega just get their act together and let them run free again. Go the Archie approach. Go ahead, Frank.
Oh, no. The thing I was thinking of was like, oh, we're probably hearing too much about this, and then the answer we get is not good enough. It reminds me of just like how wrestling was last year, like professional wrestling. So for context, John Cena, very recognizable person, wrestler, actor. had his retirement tour, basically, which is why I kind of referenced that earlier in the episode. But had that throughout 2025, and at the very end of it, had his last match, and people were very disappointed with how it turned out and how that entire year went for him. And right after that, he kind of did a podcast, and he was kind of breaking down a couple things. It's like, we probably didn't need these kind of answers because it didn't leave people satisfied with anything. It just raised more questions and probably put blame, allowed others to put blame on, like, say, their whoever's higher up or whoever made certain decisions. So yeah, it feels very weird. Like, sometimes we don't need to hear everything. It's nice every once in a while, but there's always too much of a good thing.
It's also, it comes across as unreasonable, but you want to see a writer take ownership for their work as well. You don't want to keep saying, Sega said do this, Sega said do that. At the end of the day, that's business. That's how that works. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if it comes down to it, I'm fully on the side of the writers. Like, let them do that shit. Why not? And then the only one who's not kind of complaining about it or seem kind of negative about it is Daniel Barnes, but he comes across as, I fucking love mandates. So, like, it's one extreme or the other. He's bickering with people over their AUs on Twitter. Like, that, you know, like...
That's funny.
The thing I guess I'm just saying is, like, and I'm sure I'm not the first person to think this, but IDW writers, log off. I get it. I get it. I don't log off when I should as well, but everybody log off. Like, I don't want to hear any more about how this sausage is made if you're going to keep telling me it's made of farts.
It's Futz brand sausage. What else did you think it was made from?
I love how you gotta-
Sauce?
in addition to sauce.
Why is it called a sausage if there's no sauce in it?
That is a great question. Oh my god.
That's actually a... Whoa. I don't know how I can just go back to do it. Go after.
Yeah, we should probably just end it.
No, we're going to do...
But we got to talk about the anniversary.
Yeah, because we got... See, he's
Whose
got his eyes on...
anniversary is it?
Treylls. It's the...
Whoa!
No. So the 35th anniversary was formally announced. I had no idea he was going to be 30. Whoa! No. They're doing some festivities.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to say this as well. I hate when I consistently have things to say where I'm like, knock it on the head, but not every anniversary is a special one. I'm just going to... There is no point in drawing attention to 35. That's not a special number.
Hey, I'll take it over trying to celebrate the 31st.
But yeah, but like these aren't special fucking numbers. Like 20. Okay, 5, fine. That's half a decade. That's cool. That's really cool. That's worth celebrating.
The world has a fixation on like anniversaries that ends in 5 and zeros.
But that's the thing. Is
Like,
Sonic loves fucking counting. It's always his birthday.
I mean, it's not just Sonic that does it. Like, the Mario franchise does it too. Hell, the 35th anniversary of Mario was like its most controversial one because of Mario 35 and 3D All Stars.
Right.
We're
yeah,
getting
I
the
forgot
40th
about that.
anniversary for multiple franchises as well this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just a Sonic thing then, I guess. But it's like...
Yeah,
like,
no.
Yeah,
I think it's just we see Sega celebrate these anniversaries a lot, so that's the thing we focus on a lot. But if you've seen like other franchises, they all do it too.
I know that Doctor Who fans get like it when they're trying to justify the next episode being a nostalgia fucking cash grab.
Hell,
And
I'm gonna go right back to pro. I'm gonna go right back to pro wrestling on this one. WWE celebrated the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania like, oh, what was it, like over a decade ago, when it was the 24th anniversary. Someone forgot how to count, and that was all over their branding, which was kind of funny.
That's awesome. I kind of see both sides of celebrating like a every 5-year kind of thing, because on one hand, 5 years, I mean, 1 year is a long-ish amount of time. It doesn't feel as long as it used to, obviously, but 5 years, that's a long time. I feel like 5 years can change literally anything and everything, and celebrating that something you've made has existed for another 5 years, I think is reasonable.
I think
because
5 years
you never know what's
like...
going to happen. Especially, wait, hold on. Especially because these days things don't usually last that long. Like if you make a new property, maybe it gets a year and a half of new episodes or something, then it dies. Then you can celebrate like, oh yeah, the show, it had a good run or whatever. Oh yeah, it's been 6 years since the show came out. Very cool. if you still have something in active production for 5 years, and then you go another 5 years to 10, it's like, okay, 10's huge. Wow, it's the big one. 15, I would say, like, that's crazy. Like, I'd be like, I'm celebrating because we're still going and we're still getting paid.
The other
Basically,
thing is
like,
that
Well, I was
you don't have the same output of games with Sonic as you do something like Mario. Because
yeah.
I mean, like we get like what 1 to 2 Mario games a year or
Well,
something
the
like
other
that.
thing I was also going to say
Sonic games is
is
like every 2-ish years, unless they want to re-release something.
I was also going to say proportionality
Yeah.
as well. Like, because 5 years when you're starting out, yeah, you want to celebrate a 5th anniversary, celebrate a 15th anniversary, because 5 is still a big chunk of that number.
Yes.
Like, whereas 35, no. That's times 6, you know? Like, it's not a miracle you survived another 5 years. If you've survived 35 years, you're in. Like, it's an established
I would also say,
brand. Like,
when they're in their 15th, like with 15th and 20th anniversary, I think they had enough to celebrate because it's a miracle that they made it to that point.
I mean, what I will say, I guess, as well, is that, like, Sonic has very nearly jumped the shark several times. Like, it's a franchise that kind of should be dead, going by law of averages. So maybe they might as well celebrate every year. But rather than
It's a
celebrating by constantly...
It should have
bringing
gone
back...
the way of like Mega Man or Crash or something like that, where we don't see it for a very long time and then it comes back. It tries to come back it tries to go for its bounce back, but then
Yeah.
no,
I don't think
Sonic
we'd be on this
stuck around.
podcast if they did that.
Well, but Sonic stuck around. That's the thing. Like it's a miracle at times that Sonic is still around to this day, and obviously things are much better now. But like in the years where he was struggling, it's like, oh, how the hell are they still putting resources into this property?
I mean, that's the
Sonic's
thing
held
is...
Bubsy for a while.
That's the thing as well. When I say this, it's not me just parroting the same old hate bandwagon and stuff like that, but it's kind of insane that Sonic survived Sonic 06. And I'm saying this as, like, not just... Like, I'm not saying this from an 06 bad perspective. Obviously, it's not a very well-constructed game or anything like that. I enjoy it, but, like, you know, like, it's not a very well-made thing.
We get it. We get it. We got you.
Yeah, he doesn't like 06. Yeah.
No, but, like, the thing is, like, 06 references and, oh, it should never survive 06. It's such a lame talking point in general, but, like, there is an element of truth to it that, like, a lot of other game franchises, especially at that time, would not have survived a Sonic 06.
Or a Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Like,
yeah, they had it
that
happen
should have been
twice. Like...
Yeah, and yeah, those are very easy things to point out, but it's like, I mean, they had some lasting effects on, you know, the franchise, the community, so
Yeah,
it's a
shit
very
was
easy
joke
point
for,
to
like,
make.
20 more years.
You know why I think, like, I think this is really a testament as well to just Sonic's design, really, like, because I would still go ahead and say I think Sonic has one of the absolute best designs in video games. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
That is a design where no matter how many bad games there are, you want it to get back on its feet because Sonic just looks cool. And his characters and his friends, they look fucking cool too. Like, you want it to...
And Sonic also survives out of nostalgia as well. Like, I mean, how many times have you heard somebody say, "Oh, I remember playing Sonic 2 back in the day. That was such a fun game."
That was the whole, like,
what are they
Moonbeam's
releasing
press
now?
tour was like, oh, remember playing that?
Yeah, and that's totally fine. It's like when people talk about Mega Man, it's like, yeah, I remember playing Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, as much as people are kind of tired of hearing about it. It's like, but yeah, those are your nostalgic titles. Those are the ones like people who are probably around my age who haven't kept up with the franchise. That's what they default to because that's what they remember.
As for some of what's been kind of teased, because, like, we've had actually quite a... we've... Like, they've basically kind of outlined what we can kind of expect from the Sonic 35th anniversary. And now that I'm looking for it, I'm struggling to fucking find it. So that's...
He's struggling.
Let me just type.
All right. Well, while you look for it, somebody in chat mentions like, oh, they brought back like a WWE thing. It's like they love to overuse nostalgia. That is very true. That is a thing they do a lot. So I see a couple parallels with the Sonic franchise. You know, nostalgia seems to be used a lot. It does. It does. I mean, hell, we are getting like Fat Pikachu in the branding of Pokemon's 30th anniversary. Jesus Christ, that series is 30. It's going to be 30 years old.
But I
Hell
just I
yeah.
don't like looking at Pikachu because he's just everywhere. In
Yeah.
the branding.
Well,
It's like, fuck off, dude. I want to use someone else.
Ozempic Pikachu is everywhere.
I hate that. I hate it. That's so funny to me.
It's
so
funny because
stupid.
his in-game model looks nothing like the art that they've been using as of late.
The
mean,
art
aside
of
from,
him
like-
with like the bobblehead looks really stupid. Like I remember that
Yeah,
like,
that
X
looks
and Y
so
the first time you
weird.
boot it up. It's like he's very stylized, so it's sort of okay, but then it's like Pikachu just doesn't look like that. He's got a big like neck that they just don't show.
But
in the
then,
art.
but then you see like his in-game art. It's like that looks nothing like the promotional stuff.
Exactly.
What would you guys say is green? What would you say is WWE's Green Hill Zone?
I don't know.
Something
I
that's
don't do that.
overused to the point.
The point where you just don't want to ever see it ever again.
I was gonna say Hulk Hogan, but I
Vince
might
McMahon.
say the the Attitude Era. So it's a period of time where it was WWE's biggest boom period, not just financially, but also in terms of like pop culture. I think that would be it. Even though
Alright.
that wasn't the beginning, that's like their biggest thing that they've fallen back to time and time again.
So there was an announcement 4 hours ago. So this is from official Sonic the Hedgehog. We're turning back the clocks. God fucking where we heard that one before. Over the next few months, join us as we take
Last year.
fans around the world
I hate
back.
daylight saving time.
Join us as we take fans around the world back in time again for a Sonic rewind and remember together again what made Sonic
We're
the
going
icon.
back
he-
in time.
What made Sonic the icon he. What made Sonic the icon he is today, with some fun new surprises thrown in the mix, and there's a beautiful piece of artwork to accompany it by Loopy Loop. So yeah, one of the first things they've announced is like a Sonic rewind, effectively. So that's
Are we getting Will Smith for the Sonic Rewind?
yeah.
Ah.
Now, what's interesting
Oh,
is-
and that comes with the Fortnite announcement. I'm kidding.
In this artwork, we can see 3 Sonic games being kind of referenced here. You've got Sonic Frontiers on the left with Eggman, Sage, and Giganto. You've got Sonic Adventure 2 on the right with Shadow, Rouge, Knuckles, and Tails. Tails holding the fake emerald, so that's definitely Sonic Adventure 2 and not just some other game with them in it. Shadow is also doing the It All Starts With This pose. And then in the top,
It
you've
starts
got...
with one thing. I don't know why.
And in the top, you've got Sonic CD, so we've got the beginnings of that game becoming
Doesn't even
important
matter.
again with the release of Sonic 4 on the way. Which is cool, because I think Sonic CD is actually a cool. But yeah,
Yeah,
really lovely piece of art here.
Honestly, I'm gonna say this: much better platforming game than I gave it credit for. You know, I used to always brush off Sonic CD. I was like, it's not really that good. And then I played it recently. I was like, not that bad, honestly.
I'd put
I had a good
CD
time
up
with it.
2.
Well, I did too. Not sure if I 100% like would do that now, but like, it's got things I like more than Sonic 2, and it's just more platforming.
Also,
Again, that's more of that's a personal preference thing. If you like Sonic 2 and you like the gameplay you get out of that, that's totally fine. I like more emphasis on platforming, so that's where the Sonic 1 and Sonic CD, that's where I enjoy those kind of titles more.
He also
So-
hates you if you don't like it
That-
as much.
That's
So
true.
interestingly, so all right, we're just gonna kind of go through the planned activities for the 35th.
Yeah.
So digital content highlighting Sonic's evolution across the decade. So that would be like the Sonic Rewind and stuff. I wonder
Evolution.
how far they're going to go with this. They've already kind of surprised me a little bit. But like in the past, like Sonic has so many times been like, we'll do the multiverse. We'll do time travel. We're gonna look back on all the different versions of Sonic. When in actuality, it's just curated to like the one Sonic. Like remember when Crosswords was going to be a big multiverse thing, but it turns out the multiverse angle was just like SpongeBob and stuff. It wasn't like Sonic Booms coming back or anything like that.
Sonic
Yeah.
Prime is here.
Honestly, they could go back. They could go back on their word and be like, you know what? We're gonna start adding stuff from like other versions of Sonic, and
Well,
people would love it.
there's already been a few little surprises here, but like they did do like a video, basically just to accompany this. I don't know if you've seen that, Frank. Have you seen?
I don't think I have.
Dylan, have you seen the video?
No, Frank, it's the one where they play Live and Learn. Remember we talked about it very briefly.
We'll get into that.
Oh,
in a
right,
bit as
right,
well.
right.
Don't get
Okay,
too stuck
okay.
in the
I
video
thought there
thing
was
yet.
another video.
No, it's the one.
But like,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
no. So, I was surprised. So I wasn't surprised to see Movie Sonic. Movie Sonic was
No,
like,
Yeah, it was
because
a nice thing.
when you think about the pillars of Sonic, it is probably modern Sonic, classic Sonic, Movie Sonic now. What did really take me by surprise was seeing Sonic X in there, and the fact that we actually heard a Jason Griffith Sonic line in the big 2025. I was like,
I
whoa.
look up actually. I was like, huh?
Was
Well,
it
that-
actually done by? Was it like just from the show or something, or
Yeah,
was
it's
it
from
like
the
a
show.
new
the
line?
show.
It's from the
Yeah,
show. I was
Okay,
like,
okay.
whoa, the fact that we're actually acknowledging
They
Jason
acknowledged
Griffith.
Sonic X, yeah.
Yeah, like that. The
I
fact
think
that
more so, like, we haven't seen Sonic X in a long fucking time.
Yeah, Sonic X is a
like-
dead part of the franchise and has been for ages.
I mean, they
so
had a re-release. I think I think there's a Blu-ray re-release, right? But
it was of the Japanese
Yeah,
version. Yeah, you could get like a steelbook.
that wasn't Sega doing that. That was the rights holder.
No,
I mean,
no,
it
I
was
think that was-
officially licensed though.
I wouldn't be surprised if like
Yeah.
Discotheque Media would try to like get a re-release going.
I mean,
Like
they
they've done that
have
with
to-
other
Release
Sonic
Sonic
stuff.
one again.
They have to coordinate these things with Sega. There's no point where like a Sonic X release coming out.
Well, no. I mean, like
uh,
they made it happen with like Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog or one of the other shows. Like they got a re-release going on recently, or like within the last
Yeah,
few
or
years.
like-
So I
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah, I
be surprised
saw
if
that,
that's
yeah.
something they're working towards.
There's other things like Steam had that release of the Super Mario Brothers 3 cartoon or whatever for a while because the rights holder
That is the
just had
wild
all the
thing.
power for whatever
You
reason.
could play Mario on Steam. That is the wildest shit.
But yeah, it was.
I mean-
that's the thing though. Is like I've been kind of talking a lot about how Sega are way too cutthroat when it comes to alternate versions of Sonic from the past and stuff like that. So to see one of them that we have not seen officially acknowledged in a very long time dusted off. I mean, we tell a lie. We did see Sonic X concept art in Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Well, yeah,
And that's still.
but it's
more
one of
than
those things
any-
where it's like you figured that's the most you're going to see for a very long time, but no, we finally get more acknowledgement of it, which is really cool.
Also, Sonic Prime was obviously like a big part of that video as well. And I guess given that that's the most recent and most readily available Sonic show, I get why you'd maybe want to push that. But at the same time, like Sega have been much more nurturing towards the other ends of the party in a way. It's hypocritical for me to say because, like I was saying, how IDW earlier has way more restrictions in place than Archie, and it suffers for it. But like, they're acknowledging these things a bit more. They're bringing these things into the fold with the games a bit more and stuff like that. And that's not really happened before. We are seeing a bit of a changing of the tides. We also saw on the 35th anniversary graphic, in one of the Chaos Emeralds, you can see a Greg Ray Sonic in there as well. And Greg Ray Sonic has not really been officially acknowledged in a while either. They tend to just go for like JP Classic Sonic. So maybe this could be the year, but like what this will consist of, I don't know. I think it would be nice if we got like short animations, like akin to like Dark Beginnings and stuff like that, but taking place in different Sonic worlds. So like you could have one of them takes place in the Sonic X timeline, one of them takes place in like, I don't know, maybe like the Sad AM timeline or something, but you could have like these little 3-minute or so reunion shorts that kind of bring it together.
That would be
and-
nice, but for the most part, we tend to just see these as like marketing material for something.
True,
I think the
but-
only difference would probably be what Chow in Space or like the Chow Tales stuff. Like those might be the only exceptions.
So Chow Tales 3 will be dropping. You will have Archie Sonic will be in it. It will be great. You have Scourge, he will be back. Ken Penders will be in it.
A Chow Ken Penders
So then there's more. Like
who's just grumpy all the time.
So one of the things in the bullet points is fan meetups and community gatherings. And that could mean anything. Like, because they've had lots of unofficial like Sonic events go on and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
that could be anything.
and they've always kind of turned a blind eye to like the fan events. So
Also, there is a lot of this that's like, oh, goody, if you probably live in the one continent where they're probably going to do any of this. But like exclusive brand and retail partnerships featuring limited merchandise, that's part of the course now. Like,
so probably another pop-up shop or something
Well,
in LA because
mu-
they've been doing that.
museum pop-ups and art exhibits is down, so maybe the USA, maybe a tiny bit of Europe, maybe the UK. Anywhere else, fuck no, you're not getting anything.
Yeah.
Live concert celebrations. So could this mean that maybe the Sonic Symphony is making a comeback? Because it took a year off, but also I wanted to mention, like, because there's been we've discussed this quite a bit on the podcast, like what's going on with Crush 40 Sonic, because
Yeah.
There was-
Oh right. Yeah. We have an update on that.
yeah, there was a little divorce happening back in the day. Like last year. No, first I've heard of it. But yeah, there was a little divorce happening. Basically, the Spark Notes is Johnny Gioeli believed himself to be the sole owner of Live and Learn. and was quite happy for Sega to use Live and Learn in lots of different projects, but wasn't happy with the extent at which it had been used in other projects. Like, it was like, okay, you can use it in maybe a few Sonic games and stuff, but now you're leasing it out to like Super Smash Brothers and you're doing this, that, and the other. That's my understanding of what it was. Don't take me as gospel on that, but like, Johnny sued him for, I think, a settlement of $500,000, which again is nothing. Like, Johnny's not exactly been greedy. But like, yeah, it fell through. He didn't get to like acknowledge as having the ownership rights. However, the understanding was that given that there was this little divorce happening, you'd probably never hear Crush 40 in a Sonic game. And that they would be trying
the old stuff probably fine.
Well, no, I'm getting into that. Like, the general consensus was that they would distance themselves because there was absolutely zero Crush 40 presence in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. And that's a game that literally has a jukebox that's filled with like old themes of games and stuff. So no Crush 40 in there was kind of making a bit of a statement at the time. And my main thing was, if Crush 40 are out, what the hell do you do about the Sonic Symphony? Because by and large, Crush 40 are probably the main attraction of the Sonic Symphony. Or not Crush 40, but the Crush 40 songs, you know? Like, because obviously not everyone gets Johnny.
I don't think he's stupid enough to stop using the stuff they have because of the. Like, it's not like he can sue them because of these other tracks, because he would have.
Dylan.
He would have included them.
Dylan, need I remind you of the Penders lawsuit? Sega have historically overreacted to any kind of ownership dispute.
Well, yeah.
I mean, hell, there's a reason why they don't use music from Dreams Come True. That had nothing to do with the lawsuit, but still,
Dreams,
you know,
that's different. They own these songs. They don't have anyone else to mess with over these.
They
like,
don't
even
own
if
them.
Johnny made some kind of stink, they don't own the songs.
Well, Sega owns some of the music. They don't own all of it. They didn't own the.
They don't own the Crush 40 songs.
No, they don't have full ownership of it.
No, they do. It was in limbo, but I think now they kind of like worked something out.
They own the songs, then I think it'd be stupid to not use them. Because there's nothing Crush 40 could say, or there's nothing Johnny could.
Yeah, but again,
Ken Penders is different. I feel like that guy would go after you again. I don't think Johnny would do that.
But again, what's the big deal? What's the big deal with Penders? Like, he's not a powerhouse. He's not a billionaire.
No, but he's probably annoying them. They knew he was probably going to keep thinking up things, so they gave up on that one.
No, the idea of a multi-billion-dollar corporation bending the knee to some angry little pug.
They must have not wanted it. They didn't want any of that shit, clearly. Otherwise, they would have fought for it.
Okay, so why is they don't want any of that shit apply here, but it wouldn't apply to... So the reason
I think I got it.
Yeah.
With the whole Ken Penders thing, it's probably a whole lot of nonsense to deal with something with characters that they will never use, so they'll see it as a loss no matter what.
No, but
with
what I mean is,
Live and Learn and a bunch of Crush 40 music, they tend to use that frequently up until Sonic Racing Crossworlds.
I've been trying to get the other 50% of this point out there. The amount of characters they got rid of at the time of the Ken Penders lawsuit that didn't even belong to Ken Penders and completely belonged to Sega. It has been proven beyond shadow of a doubt that Sega absolutely, with no asterisks, own the Freedom Fighters and stuff like that. They own those characters. But part of the reason they got rid of them was, oh, we're worried about Penders, or that's the thing that like the internet peddles. And if that's the case, it's a huge overreaction. So it wouldn't surprise me for a second that that same company would be like, oof, we had a bit of a spat with Johnny Gioeli, so we're going to distance ourselves from Crush 40. And to be honest, if ever there's a time to do it, post Sonic Frontiers with Otani and Kellen Quinn is the time to do it. But, you know, I don't want that. And also, like,
Sure, it definitely could be the point, but I think with comics versus this music is that I know a lot of people read the comics. Having those comic characters and shoving them all into like the main continuity and stuff, if they were going to do that after Archie and all that shit happened, I think would have been a very interesting choice. But the music has already just been in the games. It's already been all around the franchise. It's iconic. It's tied to the franchise. They use Live and Learn for every single big thing they do, including this thing they just uploaded. I just think it would be extremely silly for them to use that same thing. Like, not using 30 characters from Archie, to me, makes a lot of sense, because there's just a lot of shit. Like, I bet they were like, who is going to fit in, who's not going to fit in? Do we have to redesign them? Do we need to get permission from the people who originally designed them? Yada, 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 yada. They have the music already. I think it's a completely different thing. Like, sure, they own the Archie characters or whatever,
Well,
but this
all I was
music
saying is it
already in the
wouldn't-
games. They don't have to do anything to go
All I was
after it. Like,
saying,
they
though,
just use it.
is that they have a history of an overreaction. Like, it was an overreaction.
yeah,
what
they
did with
do.
Archie. Now, however, I mean, like, it's been pointed out that by Accelerate, rightly, that they didn't get rid of the Freedom Fighters as a reaction to the Enders lawsuit. Post-boot Archie ended much later. However, it did influence the trajectory, like why they changed licensees, why they decided to reboot it entirely rather than pick up with the Archie continuity just with IDW. They wanted to maintain a certain degree of control to ensure that things like that wouldn't happen again. And it's an overreaction. If you own the character, you can use the character.
What I was saying is, I don't find it super insane that they didn't fold every single Archie character into the IDW comics as like a, let's just preserve all this stuff. And I'm not surprised they didn't bring them all into the main continuity, because that would just be a ton of shit that would overlap.
Oh, 100%.
With stuff.
100%. I just think
But,
the
like,
whole
the music-
never acknowledging it ever again is such a...
No, never
overreaction.
acknowledging it is not the play either, but the music is just so easy, because you can literally, like, even if let's say we hadn't heard Live and Learn since SA2, you could literally have had it in the Sonic movie 3 like they did, and it's just like, it's as easy as that. It's just a song in the movie. Nobody has to do anything about it on the, the watcher's end. They're just like, even if they don't know the song, it's still gonna sound good. They're still gonna like it. It's not like, hey, here's these 3 characters. So I think it's just a little different than fighting with someone over characters or being afraid of someone doing that and bringing back a song. Like, I guess it depends on who owns the song, though, because like you did say, Dreams Come True, they don't use the main Green Hill medley very much. They don't
And the
use
other thing I was going to say is it's not like Live and
Michael
Learn.
Jackson worked on,
It's not-
et cetera, et cetera.
Like, from purely a logistics standpoint, I'm firmly against them, like, losing Live and Learn or whatever, but technically, they don't need it anymore. You've done Sonic Adventure 2, and you've done a Sonic Adventure 2 movie adaptation. Technically, what else do you need the song for, other than just, like, jukeboxy things? Like, they could...
They've done it, yeah. But they've also done Generations, both Sonic and Shadow Generations, so it's like, they've used it a lot.
Yeah, like, you could say they've maybe used it up, but... I'm always happy to hear some more gas in the tank for it.
I was just thinking about the limpest use of the song I can remember, where you remember at the end of Generations where the Sonics turn super and then they play like the beginning of Live and Learn, and then it transitions to the Sonic 4 music.
Master Troll.
I was like, are you kidding? Like, it's a limp boss fight. It matches, but like,
you know what it's like? It's the opposite of how people react to what is called Cyberstation Zone or whatever, where everyone thinks like, oh, it's another Jun Sonoi Genesis snares, and then it just goes into something completely different.
I mean,
it's like the reverse of that.
Entirely different.
So
that is a horrible switch up. That's like borderline. It's like at the Super Bowl that one time where they started playing
Sweet
SpongeBob
Victory,
and then it goes to sicko mode.
Sweet Victory, and they changed to sicko mode.
So we got one more bullet point on this thing, and that's a brand new narrative podcast. Also, my source for this is tech. So a brand new narrative podcast would refer to like audio drama kind of thing. So like a fully voiced kind of Sonic and Friends kind of audio drama, I guess. Like, yeah.
Put me in, coach. I'll do a voice.
We got Silver here.
I'll play Knuckles.
You do have that deep graveliness.
Yeah. Here's my impression of Knuckles. He goes.
It's from the Smoker's Cough. He's got
Shift rock. Ah!
Shit.
Dylan, can you do an Amy voice?
So the line is.
Hold on, what's my line? Give me a line, I guess.
Okay.
I'll follow you inside, outside, through the stratosphere.
No, he needs something nice to say, something that sounds actually natural. The Sphinx was so cute, I had to shave it.
No,
don't you fucking dare shut the fuck up, Papa.
You act like I made that lyric.
Yes, you did. You wrote the lyric.
I wrote
this time, Sonic. There's no way out of marrying me.
The awkward thing is that
I'll fucking kill you.
The awkward thing is it's not bad.
I don't. That's just my regular voice with a little.
Can you do Tails?
Life. Tails.
Yeah.
Can we get Amy to just be like Sandy from SpongeBob, like original Sandy? She's
hey,
Texan, so.
Tails would be more like Sonic. Fucking
Hi,
useless.
Sonic.
Oh shit!
So he's Morty.
Sonic.
It would actually be
Yeah.
very funny to have Dylan voice Tails in something because
I don't
I can
like
see the
voicing
vision.
Tails.
I can see the vision though, you know?
I would need to find something else. I need to find I can't do that specific thing for too long.
Oh.
It sounds like Marge Dylan. No, Marge is like Homer.
Homer. Mommy.
Me, where are my
Honestly-
eggs?
You guys wanna
Honestly,
do
Marge
Go on.
just has a large range because like her voice actor's voice is just destroyed.
It's not. She just sounds like that, to be fair. She's always been raspy. And, like, she's raspier now, yes. But,
Yeah,
like,
because like for decades of doing that voice, that'll change your voice a lot.
but she wasn't doing a voice. That is just her voice. She sounds like that.
Oh well, then like doing that for so long, it's gonna change over time. Like
Yeah, like, her voice has changed.
we're going back
and
to wrestling on this one. Vince McMahon. I don't want to talk about that person too much, but he always did this like fake gravelly voice to try to add a bit more, add like a grittier voice or something. And eventually, now he just sounds like he has gravel in his throat all the time.
Is he the guy
Does he?
that yells, and his name is John Cena?
No, that was just some guy at a
was just a
radio
guy.
station for a prank. Yeah, that was a funny one though.
And his name. I love that. Is Champ there? Can I speak to Champ? What? Who? Champ. Yeah, Champ. No, who's Champ? I'm glad you asked.
I'm watching you. What? That's
What?
exactly what the Undertaker said to John Cena.
The John
I'm-
Cena.
I'm
I
washing
love
my
that video,
wetters.
dude. That shit killed me back in the day.
I like how Pup had to go through one of our inside jokes because he doesn't understand this.
I have to, yeah, I
Enough.
have to just default. That's what always
That was
happens.
funny.
When I fall back on my stock sayings, it's usually because I'm
Johnny Ace too. Johnny,
Holy shit! But you
honestly,
always do
I
that.
have no idea what happened to that dude's voice. Like, because oh no, he's always had that kind of voice, and it just got, yeah. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. So yeah, it happens to a lot of wrestlers. I think even Randy Savage was the same way, where he just did like
He
the
punched
very
him in the
aggressive, did like the very aggressive voice, and then it just changed how he speaks going forward. Then eventually, completely changes your voice.
I'm just jotting down super chats now. By the way, I think we're up, right?
Okay. I think
Yeah,
you know what?
you can-
I'll give one that's even because my brother was a basketball coach, and because like he would have to yell a lot, so he like after maybe about a close to 10 years of that, he can't really yell properly anymore.
No, jeez.
So sometimes it'll fuck up your voice. Sometimes it changes it completely. So yeah.
We're almost there now. I've almost got them. We got quite a lot this weekend.
Guys got a tiny bit of extra
They're all for
lore
trade.
about the people around me. That's
Got a
all you're
bit of
getting.
Bit of extra lure. Also, any
A bit of
super
extra
chats-
lore, and that's all you're getting.
Any super chats here that have been kind of directed at Trey will send message.
We'll forward them to him.
Just not the money.
No. He said
But,
he's going to forward the message, not the money.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Help keeps all the money.
He's forfeited his royalties.
I gotta, I gotta put it fund.
I'm fixing your case. Sorry.
All right, so let's get us started then. Dylan, are you ready?
Guys, Daisy's here.
Can she read this one?
Daisy, what do you think? Can you read?
Why is she
Alright,
not
this is
making
her
her
reading.
stupid noises?
Wait, did you write this?
Because I'm already holding
Okay,
her.
okay.
She doesn't have to meow.
All right, let's get it
Hold
going
on.
then.
All right, so this one's she's gonna read it. This one, she's here near the microphone. Mr. SP 3753. That rhymes. $2. You'll be back. They always come back.
I always come back.
Mhm.
Also, member for 6 months is actually kind of a flex. Like, that's half a year.
Yeah, very cool. Thanks
Happy
for
6
Yeah,
month
thank-
anniversary, Sonic. All right, next one. Thank you. KB.
Thank you.
KB number 1 with the $1 $99.
I mean,
I
KB
wish
is
you-
number one,
I wish you the very best, Trey. Yeah, Trey.
like no one ever was.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, that's
KB.
wanting to
I'll
be the
pass
very
it-
best.
I'll pass it on. I think he saw it. Franken.
Okay. Xavier Fortin, 33 or 34.66 with the 6.99 Canadian. I wish Trey was a good friend and host, but in all seriousness, I'll miss him and I wish him the best in his own endeavors. Had to bring back a classic.
Okay.
All right, me now. Let's see. Oh, this is so quick now that Trey's not here. Is it Aiden the Fitz for $20? Holy shit! You're the goat, Trey. Hold on, you're the goat, Trey. Hope to see you at Sonic Expo and wish you the best of luck, dude. Heart,
Thank you, Aiden,
purple
for
heart.
the generosity. I'll pass that on to Howard.
Yes, thank you very much, Aiden.
Crimson Rose. 745. Hello, Crimson Rose. Hey, gang, long time no see. No kidding. Although I'm pretty sure you were here a couple of weeks ago.
I almost missed it today.
Franken.
Okay, Mr. SP with the $5 US super chat. Proposing at a wedding is like announcing a sequel halfway through a movie. It's like the cliffhanger thing, but when you see it like halfway through that movie.
Dude, that's like, so here's the thing. It's
like you can anticipate it's coming and it just feels worse.
But it's a common practice now though. Like fucking look
God.
at movies like Amazing Spider-Man 2 and stuff, or just like yeah, like a lot of movies will set up their sequel quite early on in the movie now. Kind of. But a lot of people also propose at weddings, and no one fucking likes those people. So unless it's like coordinated with the bride and groom or something, and it's like
if they got the okay ahead of time and everything, they worked it all out. It's like absolutely go
and
for
if it's
it.
something
But
that
if
maybe
it's
the
like
bride and groom have like suggested or given a thumbs up, I think I would not know how to even ask a friend, hey, is it okay if I propose at your wedding? I feel like just asking that is audacious, you know. Like
I think it depends on how close you are with whether it's the bride or the groom. Is like, hey, I got this idea, but I want to run it by you.
I think you got to be really
Also,
close with both, and you need
like,
both parties.
Yeah.
To do that, to like usurp someone else's thing, if it's unless you're really good friends, like both of you are really, really good friends with the couple.
Yeah, if you're like
I feel like there's
synonymous,
probably a better
maybe?
place to do it. You know, like why right then? Like unless you need attention, like you need the attention.
You know, I think the most the nicest part. I always try to think what could make this okay when there's things I don't like, and I think one thing that could make it okay is if like during like speech and stuff, the bride and groom just get up and like, and now our friend has something to say, and then they do that because then it
and
shows
now
that
our featured
everyone...
presentation. Oh wait, no, that would be the.
We saw these two across the bar and really liked their vibe.
And now for something completely
It'd be a really
different.
concerning thing to start with.
You got to give us some kind of like movie presentation.
Filthy Donor, it's your turn.
Or it sound like a preview for another movie.
Is it really me again? All right, Mr.
Yeah,
Krabs.
it is you. I read the last one.
It's almost like we've lost a member who like would talk like.
Mr. Krabs, 459. $4.49. $4.99. Gromit and everyone, let's said goodbye to our favorite billionaire. Bye, Trey. But to be serious,
Billionaire Trey.
Whoa, but to be serious, definitely was a fun ride, my boy. Also, look at me. Also, look at me. Mr. Krabs going serious mode is actually that's like the one that's the one that gets me. I'm like, whoa.
You ever just need tonal whiplash? There you go.
See,
yeah.
If ever anyone wonders like what kind of impression they make on the show, like if fucking Trey's getting all this, just think people might like you guys too.
Nah.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm going out like a villain, so we'll see.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna? No, I need a heads up now. What are you gonna do?
A rival podcast, remember?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I need.
I'm literally gonna start the new podcast.
He's been saying this for years. He's given me ample warning. I just have not anticipated it. I've just been ignoring it. I've been hitting the snooze button.
I didn't think he was serious about it. He talked about it for so long.
All right, Borger, Mr. Krabs 459. Thank you very much once again. $1.99. Wario. This is for you, Trey. Wario time.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah. Thing in the yeah,
Okay, well then,
Right.
as you're doing that, I'm going to read the next one.
Yeah,
KB
sport.
with the 9.99 US. I remember Evan saying Frontiers wouldn't impact the status quo too much since, according to her, Frontiers is self-contained.
I don't think Frontiers can ever claim to be self-contained.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel self-contained anymore.
It's a
Like,
game
I
that
feel
is
like
it's a game that is utterly reliant on previous lore, but then also it tries to set a path for the future that it has no idea if it's going to be able to embark on.
also if it was self-contained, why do we have Chaos Island in Shadow Gens?
I mean, that's, to be fair, the usual semantics that come with a Sonic game, but I don't think anyone can imply that Sonic Frontiers' story works as a self-contained thing.
No,
Like,
it doesn't.
It's a culmination of character arcs, it's a re-establishment of character arcs, and it's also a start of new character arcs, which are probably not happening. And
It's
guess...
basically like a reintroduction point. It's almost like a soft reboot.
But also,
Yeah,
again,
and
like, where I say,
it-
like, I'm not saying this in, like, a no Flynn is a win way. I really do like what Ian Flynn brings.
that's
But
that's not a serious thing, Pup.
At the same time, I'm like, why did you even... Of course they weren't going to say yes to that.
It's like, that's not a real thing, Pup. That's just me taking the piss. Come on.
It's a real thing. Frank hates Ian Flynn.
That's
But
true.
yeah, we'll move on to it. And Evan.
But yeah, if that, well, okay, I didn't say that. Okay, all right. Now you're just putting.
Okay, why is it suddenly different when it comes?
Because I only targeted one person. Okay, I'm not targeting two people at the same time.
All right.
It's a very nice view.
But yeah, and the crazy thing with like Frontiers, like it can't be self-contained because it depends on what happens next. We got to wait and see. Unfortunately,
This is that game.
I feel like
if the next game is good, the game will age like milk.
well, yeah, but I also feel that we're not going to have that satisfactory like end result of like all their supposed character arcs, depending on like whether they're good or not. However you saw them, like we still need to see them actually follow up on what they said they were going to do.
Yeah, like
I don't think we're going to get that.
The thing is, as well, they put a really tight window of where things could take place in there. The fact that Tails says, "You're gonna hardly recognize me when we see each other again." The fact he says that tells us that something big's on the way with Tails. Like, we can expect something cool to happen with Tails. And in that time, he hasn't gone anywhere. He's gone nowhere. He hasn't gone anywhere on his own.
Also, KB, I tend to not include like mobile games because that can be up for interpretation where they land. But I always see it as more like the main console entries. Like those would be the ones where it's like, okay, well, what happens next? So, and I'm not going to count Crossworlds.
Real quick, I'm seeing Chip Fan say that Chip Fan wants to change their name, but no one will recognize them.
Well, I mean,
Chris
if you
Fan.
tell us what the name is, then I guess we'll recognize you. Right?
No, to be fair, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I speak from experience here. Don't worry about it. I say,
or Chip, you could do the funniest thing possible. What you could do is you could change your name, and then we could all try and see if we can figure out who you are just based on what you say and what's going on. Oh, Daisy, calm down.
Did Ian say that Dream Team was after?
Yes. Ian Flynn was. He.
So then we've already had our supposed our follow up on it, and it went nowhere.
And again, every Sonic game should be self-contained. They should. You can still have sequels. You can still do like a Sonic Generations 2, a Sonic Forces 2. You can still make this stuff matter later on, by all means, but they shouldn't be. No, man. Like,
this is the problem when you have a series that tries to do a timeline.
Homogenization.
The Zelda series is this. The Zelda series does the same thing, where it's like, it's okay if you have a game that's a sequel to another, but it's not a bad thing to have no timeline. Be like, so a lot of these are self-contained stories. They're all just different legends for the Legend of Zelda. Like, it's all very different, but that's okay. Like, you don't need to have a timeline for everything.
Central timelines and trying to homogenize and conform, that doesn't serve the art. And I'm always going to come at this from an artistic perspective. I understand there's reasons why corporates might look into the dollar signs and stuff, but again, I'm only really interested in what I benefit from here. or what, like, yeah, no, what I benefit from. I speak for myself,
And if anything, like it kind of takes away a bit of like the stuff that could be up for interpretation for like from fans. Kind of
Yeah.
takes that away from them.
Yeah, I like
Takes-
theorizing when things would take place. Like, people used to make careers off of, like, making timeline videos on YouTube. When do things take place? And I feel like Sega are now just like, hey, no, are you curious about that? No curiosity allowed, mister.
Curiosity doesn't. Nope, can't have that. Not here. Doesn't work for me. This is what
The
happened.
end of brand. Yeah, and I think Sega try too hard to control the narrative surrounding their stories and stuff. They're very... I mean, this is something that I criticized Daniel Barnes for on Twitter, is that he's very quick to, like, jump into any thread where someone's discussing an AU and just be like, oh, this isn't how that works. And it's like, dude, you work on it, but it's fiction. Once it's out there in the world, it belongs to the beholder. Like, if people are going to have their headcanons for, what Sonic likes to get up to on a Wednesday afternoon, then, we don't need to constantly step in and be like, hey,
yeah,
this is
he
how
goes
it is,
bowling,
buddy.
just so you know. He really enjoys it, okay?
Yeah, well, no, that's not how that works, buddy. You don't just get to project onto Sonic, okay? I work on Sonic, so therefore you have to agree with what
Why
I
are
say.
you projecting? What?
What's the
You
point
went
of
to
a
movie
theory
theater?
without a conclusion? I guess that's fair. Yeah.
No, that's why if you have a conclusion, you don't have a theory. Conclusion is the death of theory. So then, yeah.
It is technically.
And people
I mean,
say,
that
what is the point of life if you don't die? And I say, to eat and shit, like, it's nice to do. It's a pleasure. Live for pleasure.
Yeah, I really do like. Yeah, I like food a lot. I'm about to make some really cool chicken after this,
Food
so
would
I'm
be
hoping that'll be
yeah,
good.
like, if, someone said, hey, do you want to die right now? I'd be like, look, man, there's still food to eat. Like, still food to eat, mountains to swim in, oceans to climb, Like, enjoy life. Live life. Live life. And enjoy the theories. Right, next up. Thank
I don't know
you.
why. I don't know why you said live life, and I was waiting for like some cringy Sonic lyrics to come out, and it's like he's gonna reference a song.
Yeah, nah, man. Like, look, man. Like, dang old man, I wouldn't doing none of that live life stuff, man. Not much of a game guy. I do like Black Knight.
What?
All right. So next super chat.
I like the
then.
music.
Who is? It's still turn. Dylan's turn to read.
Yeah.
Turn again. Ooh.
Well, no,
Dylan's
because
gonna-
I went.
Dylan's gonna.
I said something
complain
last time,
whenever it's
that's
his
why.
turn now that Treylls.
Here I go. It's KB with the $9.99. Also, I'm glad that Evan is. Didn't we already talk about this?
We
Did
did.
we do this?
But
No.
we
There's a new
haven't
comment.
Acknowledged it's a new comment, but like we have.
Oh, okay. Also, I am glad that Evan is able to talk about these sort of things, so people are less likely to blame this on the writers for what was clearly just Sega being Sega.
I agree with that. I just don't think this is the right answer. If you get.
I don't agree with like the benefit of it, where it's like, oh, instead of like shifting blame, like I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
like at the end of the day, I think you want to hype it up. I mean, at the end of the day, like, for all I've waxed about, like, how Russell T. Davis and stuff says, oh, this was always the plan, and how I laugh at that, because it so obviously isn't. It's not like he's going to come out and go, yeah, I'm really heartbroken by the way this project turned out while it's new, Like, but, yeah, I don't know. Again, I might even be out of line. Like, anyone call me out if it needs to be done. But, like, I just...
Okay. You're
yeah.
dead.
John Cena telling other people like
I've
on a
killed you.
podcast, like, oh, why'd you turn heel? Oh, like, oh, the heel turn wasn't that great. Oh, who gives a shit?
I think there has to be a way
Yes.
of saying
Yeah.
the problems with this magic trick are not my own without revealing how the trick is done.
Yeah.
But then it's also, God, why are there problems in the first fucking place? That's it's a corporate thing, isn't it? Like, again, like, corporate is the bigger problem than the writers here. I want to make that fucking absolutely clear here. It's a nuanced discussion.
Yeah, there
Katie.
it's not a black and white answer or response that we could give to that. I understand that, sometimes where it's like, oh, who really was the cause of it? But it's like, I mean, we don't know all the reasons that they went for it. We only know what we're told.
Sure. Yeah, no, I get you.
And I'm never told anything.
Next up, Borg, is Giorno with the 5 Brazilian reals. Thank you, John. I think the purple moon in Superstar is funny because Ian said no, it's just another planetoid that's purple. While Kishimoto was like, maybe you decide. I'm with Kishimoto on this. I'm with
that's not a
Kishimoto.
bad answer. Honestly,
what's-
that's a good answer. Leave it
You
up
know-
to interpretation.
You know what's really funny though is like the qualities as a writer. Like I believe Kishimoto actually did the Japanese script for Sonic Frontiers, and it's one of the weaker ones. Writing might not be Kishimoto. He's a game director, writer. He could be. I don't know, but like, the Japanese script isn't great and stuff. But I much prefer Kishimoto's philosophy of sometimes it's good to let the audience decide on things. Obviously, don't have them write the whole fucking story. You don't want to be like Russell T Davies with 73 yards, where it's like, I don't know, you come up with it. But like, you know, no, it literally just stops. Like it just stops. Nothing explained.
Well, that's underwhelming.
Yeah, it like people
That's
are like, oh,
basically the whole RTD2 era, yeah.
it's ambiguity and stuff. I'm like, yeah, but like you can have an ambiguous ending while still having an ending. But man, just couldn't be fucked. It seems. I don't know. But okay, we'll move on to the next one, which is once again Borger.
You know what? I like how Giorno's saying this. Like Kishimoto has good ideas, but needed someone else to write his ideas. It's like you can have like little plot. Yeah, you have plot points you want to hit, and then it's maybe you have someone who's a little more, or like who's better known for like more exceptional writing to kind of like piece it all together, try to figure out how to get from one point to another. And honestly, I think you could get something really good out of that.
When it comes to making something like Sonic work, there needs to be a lot of collaboration, and I understand that Sega were working with a very small team on Sonic Frontiers. So
yeah,
like the thing with Sonic Frontiers is there were a lot of like I still love the game and stuff like that, but there were a lot of there are things where it laid out a good future for the franchise, basically. And I'm looking forward to seeing those things expanded upon with more quality. And if Shadow Generations is anything to go by, well, hell yeah.
Yeah, then we'll be fine.
But okay. Right. So Borger, Franken, you're up with this one from Giorno here.
Okay. Let's see. Giorno with the 5 Brazilian Royales. The boostful ending was something Kishimoto in the replies wanted to be open. Boostful end.
I think what they're referring to is the boastful, like the end being boastful.
Oh, okay, boastful. All right, all right.
Yeah. So okay,
yeah,
right.
That one didn't click with me right away.
So basically, Ian Flynn said the end was just a boastful moon, while Kishimoto was saying the end is completely open to interpretation. People are going to see it in lots of different ways and stuff like that.
Honestly, that's a fun way. That's a fun way to say it. Like, yeah,
no,
hey.
I like that.
And then like Giorno
go with it.
says, like, I think sometimes Ian just explains too much and doesn't let things sit. And I completely agree, because the thing is, a weakness of Ian Flynn's writing, and I really do like Ian Flynn, but a weakness of his writing, so much exposition, so much literal dialogue, and so much, like, filling in extra details to ensure that the reader or the viewer gets it. Have you ever seen, like, the fully, like, uncut Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings with, like, the animatics in there and stuff? It's got deleted scenes and stuff.
No, I have not seen that.
There are some scenes in the Dark Beginnings that were cut where the characters are just explaining shit that you just saw.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like, and if you read, like, DCX Sonic the Hedgehog, it's all exposition. Sonic Frontiers is all exposition. Like, Ian Flynn is a very expositional writer, and I think that's a problem.
I think with the comics, what they'll try to do is like get a lot of information in a very short amount of time, because you only have so many pages to work with.
But, I mean, yeah, DCX Sonic was just a
that and manga's very similar.
And I don't think that works out too well. Sometimes it's better to see rather than to be told what happened.
Yeah, DCX.
It really stinks though, because like problem with comics is I love the stories that they've been able to tell in comics. I love certain characters that are basically exclusively found in comics most of the time, you know, or I guess mainly found in comics, like superheroes. But I don't like the format of comics or manga very much, because not a lot happens from issue to issue.
Yeah.
Usually. And it's like I was reading Dragon Ball Super a while back, right? The Granola Saga. And I was reading that. month to month. And reading Dragon Ball month to month is probably my worst mistake I've ever made. Because just it could be like one full month of waiting because the entire issue was just them hitting granola, and then at the end goes, yeah, I'm not done yet, and then he powers up more and he gets stronger. Or sorry,
Yeah,
not granola, gas, but hitting gas like 1,000 times, and it just, it's
You know what?
unfortunate. I love the characters and stories, but
KB's got a good point. Exposition is needed in comics. It's just I think when you get it with an animated series and like the animatics that are also like that are kind of just like dumping as much as possible. I think in an animation does not translate very well.
I think
With a comic, I think I
yeah.
could forgive that.
Well, exposition is a part of it. Like exposition, you need exposition. But it's like if you have a film cinematographer that does too many mid shots and stuff, or too many close-ups.
Yeah.
Like, again, you have to balance these things out, and I think Ian Flynn's weakness as a writer has just been exposition.
So one another thing that I was watching, like when I was like trying to watch Sword Art Online, I actually got to the second season, and the first episode is just a huge exposition dump. I think like the first two episodes were, and I dropped that season like right after that. Because it was like, I understand why you have to do that in like manga, but if you do that in an anime, it is boring.
Dude, you
gotta find a better way to get the message across, basically, in an animated form, which is one of the difficult. It's difficult. It is not easy, despite like what we're saying. Like we're not like just do it. It's hard to take dialogue because you also have to worry about making it sound like the source material, and you have to make sure you don't change things too much because then people will complain about it. But there's a way to get exposition to work in any kind of scene, any kind of medium. You just have to sort of play to the medium's strengths in animation and in live, or not live, in
well, also, I mean, to be fair, film and comics,
movies and TV, you have a lot more to work with to get that stuff across.
Well, films and comics aren't that different, really. Like in comics, it's easy to justify having a wall of text because you're gonna be reading anyway. But like, even then, like a good comic is going to have generally the same qualities as a good film: show, don't tell, and stuff like that, or get the balance of show and tell correct. But we got a few more super chats to kind of get through, so we should probably keep things moving. But thank you, Giorno, once again for your generosity. Thank you. All right, so this I think it's Dylan's turn, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Show don't tell for audiences who need to be told outright. Well, that's just
no, they don't.
Lack of
like that. That's
media
a lack
literacy.
of no. That's a lack of faith from networks because the origin of that is Netflix. Netflix now pass notes to scriptwriters on their TV shows saying it needs to be quote unquote second screen friendly. So it needs to be something that people can follow along, even if they're scrolling through TikTok and stuff. Which is fucking dystopian. You absolute cowards are ruining life.
And that is why I genuinely enjoyed K-pop Demon Hunters, because it did not need to do that. It was something that, I needed to see what was going on because there was a lot of little clues that or a lot of things that weren't really said. It was more shown, and it worked really well.
Yeah. I mean, they don't. It doesn't affect movies as much. I believe it's more of a TV thing, but hence, people have definitely picked up on it with like Stranger Things, for example, because they play a lot in that show.
Fair enough. That's not a show that I necessarily watch. So
the thing is,
that show's always been about weird little plans too. But the problem with that specifically, this is the last thing the last tangent, because I gotta go cook something. The tangent about that specifically, about them explaining and over-explaining, is that when they were like little kids and they were doing it, it was kind of like, it was like, oh, look at that. It's almost like Rugrats, because they're like, they're doing like the whole like, this screwdriver is the bad guy. Like they do like the whole D&D, like, here, we're gonna do this. And it's like, oh, look at that. They're planning it in the only way they know how. But now that they're like 30, it's kind of weird to watch them be like, this sack of flour is the wall. I mean, and this little car we have right here is 11. And it's like, can we just talk about people like can we just talk about it? Like,
I mean,
it's weird now. I don't
remember, so this is all very anecdotal. I've only seen the first 3 seasons of Stranger Things, but I've heard a lot of people say, like, yeah, this season has the exposition problem. But I'm not gonna lie, I thought even Stranger Things season 1 was a bunch of yap, to be honest. Like, it was always very standing and talking, move to the next scene and stand and talk some more.
Listen, I rewatched that recently, And I have to say, I was shocked about how much better it was at doing literally everything than even season 2 was.
Oh
Because
yeah, it's
season
probably
1,
like a quality difference, right? Like,
holy shit, season 1 has insane atmosphere to it. It's very spooky for most of it. And then I do think that what's her name? Winona Ryder, she puts on an incredibly heartbreaking performance in like a lot of scenes where she is just hysterically trying to figure out if she's actually getting messages from someone who she thinks is her son or if she's just insane. And like the people around her, like even Jonathan in that, just watching his mother slowly just fall apart into absolute chaos and thinking she's crazy and just feeling like, oh my god, my brother's gone partially because I took my eye off of him. It could be my fault. My mother's falling apart because of that. I can't do anything. And there's a scene where he goes into the house and he takes the lights from her and he just like holds her and hugs her and he's just like, we need to, like, this needs to be. And I was like, this is like, it hit me really hard. Like it was very, very like good at depicting like what might happen in a loss situation like that, like where there's only,
is this loss?
because it's just the three of them. It's the three of them in the household. Losing one of them after, I don't know what happened to the father. I think he's not just not in the picture anymore. He's like a deadbeat. But it was just very good. Like it was really well done, really well acted. And then even season 2, 3, 4, like it just does not have the same emotional beats on in any sense of it. Like it goes from being horror and just real human emotion to a lot of people say it goes to Marvel quippiness, and it really does, which is unfortunate. Anyway, sorry. That's my tangent on Stranger Things. Season 1's really good. You can watch season 1 and then stop, and you don't miss out on anything else. It's really good if you do that, in my opinion.
Okay. I will probably watch that in the next 3 to 5 years.
That sounds like what I do with things. Oh yeah, I remember I was supposed to watch this.
Yeah, because I think somebody in the chat was mentioning like the One Piece anime when they were talking about like show and don't tell, and it's like I don't think I will never get to that show. I'm sorry.
That's a whole different circumstance. They show don't tell too much because they show the same scenes.
Wait, what show is this again?
If you want to see it,
One
you want to see
Piece.
what I'm talking about in the show is the smallest, quickest way possible. Look up One Piece pacing on YouTube, and you'll know exactly what I was going to say about it.
I think with
'Cause
what
you'll
you were
get it.
saying about Stranger Things, though, I think sometimes it's like they're doing things that I don't necessarily like agree with on a narrative level, but like they do it better. Like
In the
so,
original?
yeah. So I was going to relate it to Doctor Who, for example. Like Russell's first run, a lot of the problems with the second Russell T Davies era are actually still present in the first one, but the show generally was just a much higher quality back then. That you could kind of be like, I might not agree with a writing decision or something, but it works, you know. Whereas what we got here doesn't really work on its own terms now. But yeah, like I'm so sick of companies like Netflix and stuff just fucking. Because the thing is, like, the world's never been an easy like place, to be honest. Like you got taxes and stuff, a lot of taxes. And like movies and stuff are an escape from this, but when they're making it so transparently corporate, like, oh, how can we cut corners here? How can we ensure people will stay engaged and get caught in a TikTok, a fucking Netflix binge and stuff like that? How can we get them entranced? It's like, holy fuck, you're overcomplicating it and you're ruining just life. You're not ruining like my life or anything. You're ruining life in general by ruining entertainment. Like entertainment is sacred. Treat it like it. But okay, we gotta move on to
Yeah.
the chat. Have we done this? Did you do this one with it? No, I don't think we've done this one from KB here yet, have we?
Which one?
This one.
Say a word from it, we'll know.
The one the burger.
Oh, about the placement? No, I don't think we have.
Okay. Where are we? I think it's your turn, Frank. No, I think it's mine.
Oh, is it me?
Or is it?
No, yeah, because Dylan read the last one. That's why.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
No, Frank read the last one because you read about the boostful end thing, and we were like, "What?"
All right,
boastful end. Yeah. Okay, so.
All right, then Dylan.
No, it's me.
Whoever was after me.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dylan.
KB with the $20. Holy shit! Thank you.
Thank you, KB.
The placement does kind of explain the the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog reference in issue 70 and post Frontiers Holiday Tales Tube, where it said that Jewel was having a party at the Restoration HQ despite the place getting destroyed in issue 75. Took me a second to realize TMOSTH was, because I was like, huh?
Man, it's
What?
just a headache. I genuinely think the comics should have a different continuity that occasionally crosses over. So it's like maybe
Yeah,
the
you know-
games where it's convenient can mention a thing that happened in the comics just to go, oh, but I don't
I think
this
that's
should
what it's
be...
going to be.
No,
I think it's just going to be like,
well, it's
do
not
you
what it
remember
is
when
right
we
now.
went to the fucking moon, when we went to the metal virus?
Well, it's not what it is right now.
Uh-huh.
Right now, it's treated as purely supplementary. Like, this is
Well,
how it
we
is.
haven't had a chance for it to be canon yet. It hasn't happened yet.
No, but the way it's been treated since, I think, post-Metal Virus. Like, I think Metal Virus was like a leftover of Archie. And in post-Metal Virus, the mandate became kind of, hey, this is all supplementary media, so you don't want to risk treading on the game's toes, ever, okay? Don't do anything the games might want to do. And now it's always like that. I think it would be 1,000 times better if the comics can do whatever the fuck they want. And hey, if there's something cool in the comics, we can maybe reference it in the games, but we don't have to, like, make way for it. Or, like, we can just let cool things be cool things. But because they've tied them
Okay.
together, you can't have
Okay.
adaptations of game storylines because you know, like, it could conflict with them. You can't have
Okay.
big stories like Metal Virus anymore because that could be disruptive. Where would that take place and stuff? And I think
Right.
the fact we're
Consider
asking,
this, though. Shut up.
I think the fact we're asking those questions, if you get me, like, nowadays you're going to get a lot more sort of slice of life stuff from Sonic comics, and that can be all right, but there's a reason why they've never even come close to the stakes of Metal Virus again, and they never will if they keep up the same business. And I don't like that. I would like to have another Metal Virus-esque story, please. That was event status comic book stuff, and nothing has come close. Alright, Mr. Craft 459, thank you very much for $1.99. Last year was Kinnikuman's Man's 45th anniversary. You are trying to make Kinnikuman Man happen, aren't you, Mr. Krabs?
Honestly, I didn't even know that.
Kinnikuman Man
sorry,
Sunset City.
Man, kind of like a wrestling
I know-
type thing. Isn't it like a
I
wrestling
know-
anime or something?
Yeah, it's they had two wrestling animes for it, and it was also a line of toys.
Oh, there's two of them. Wow.
God.
Yeah, they had like the original one, and then they had like a reboot of the series that was called Ultimate Muscle.
Alright.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
Let's
That was
also
Yeah,
on
just,
so
just,
that's-
4Kids. That was on Foxbox.
Yeah,
we do need to kind of start hauling at this because, like, it's getting kind of late. But yeah, thank you, Mr. Crab. Borger, Franken.
Winter Rain 1 with the $5 US. Thank you very much. This franchise was able to crack out 3 whole movies from 2020 to 2025. A lot can happen. Also, the fans won't let Sonic die, unlike other franchises. Other franchises do have their that small section of fans who will just are believing that we're going to keep getting support for it. You have it for Crash, you have it for Spyro. Mega Man fans have had it for a very long time, and thankfully we're getting a new title. But like you still have that section of fans. It's just Sonic has a lot of them. I think the difference is in scale and whether or not the company wants to actually go through with a new installment. Because with Capcom, they still see value in Mega Man. Activision, not so much with Crash and Spyro, which is very painful because, I mean, Crash Team Racing was pretty cool. The Spyro trilogy, as much as I'm not a big fan of Spyro, I thought that was neat. Crash 4 looked really cool, and same for, like, the Insane trilogy. Like, you have a lot of potential there. It's just whether or not they want to put resources into it. But no, they want to keep making Call of Duty and start taking those studios and help them develop slop.
I think you've also got to factor in kind of pop culture placement for Sonic to some degree as well. I mean,
That too.
because the thing is, right? I'm gonna mention Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie is great. I love Banjo-Kazooie.
I love Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie is brilliant.
Yeah.
The general public doesn't necessarily know much about Banjo-Kazooie, but
Fuck
Yeah,
the general.
and
like-
it's one of those things where it's like if someone's like, well, I know who it is, yeah, but don't assume everybody knows who a certain character is.
the reason why the general public knows Sonic so well, the reason why Sonic is more than just a game character but is a cultural icon, is because that was the platforming mascot that made Mario a little sweaty back in the 90s. You know, like
Yeah.
like that was a big deal. So it's like people are going to be more interested in preserving that because of its historic value. I think if you lost Sonic, it's an ugly thing, isn't it? Like, this was the guy that kind of toppled the monopoly that Nintendo were gaining, really. Like, this was the thing that allowed us to have other publishers worth a damn, you know? Like, so, like, I think there is naturally interest to keep Sonic going. It's just they don't always know what to do. Like, it's so strange because, like, yeah, I say I want them to take bigger swings, but, like, they've always been willing to take a swing on Sonic at the very least, even when it looked like
Yeah.
that franchise was 6 feet under. And I do respect that. Like, you know, it's very important to be new.
And going back into wrestling, because this is my new favorite topic apparently. No, because like I always think about it, it's like, why do people remember WCW very well instead of just WWE? That was like another time where there was a company that was like, all right, let's take on the biggest company in the world. Same thing goes for TNA when that came out 20 years, or when that started 20 years ago. It's like, let's see if we can try to be the next alternative to American professional wrestling. All Elite Wrestling is the same thing when it started a couple years back. And with WCW and AEW, they were the ones that actually forced WWE to like really get their shit together, because if not, then they were going to be the number 2. I don't think that would be 100% likely, but I know it would hurt them in the long run if they just kept doing their own thing and watching their product just dip in quality. So Sonic has that going for it, where yeah, like that was the one that made Nintendo kind of nervous, because they were going. Sega was trying to trying to be number 1 and try to take over what Mario had.
Yeah,
To
it's
a lot of people, they were
like,
number 1.
Sonic has a big place in pop culture that he will always have.
Yeah.
And no amount of Sonic 06s or Rise of Lyrics is going to change that. You know, like,
For as much as we say like the console wars are over, there's no point in having these like Xbox and PlayStation console wars, because they don't really mean as much as like Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis did. That Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis console war had a lasting impact on people.
and it's like, while
Exactly.
while Nintendo might have won that console war, while Mario might have won the War of the Mascots by quite a landslide, Sonic survived. That's quite insane.
History
He
did not
crawled out of
forget
the crater.
Sega. History did not forget Sonic. They kept going, even if they had to stop developing consoles. Sega had to stop developing consoles. They're still around to this day.
There was a time
It's why
when
people remember. It's why people remember Atari. That was a big part of pop culture in the late 70s, early 80s, and even after the video game crash, people still remember what Atari is. They remember Pac-Man, Space Invaders, and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's a little older, but they still remember it because it's ingrained in pop culture.
yeah, Pac-Man is very firmly stuff like that.
Like even if it was from that time, like people will still look back and go, yeah, I remember Pac-Man. I remember the machines. I remember the Pac-Man Fever song. Maybe not a lot of people, but
well,
you know,
mascots
it was
like
there.
poor like Banjo and stuff, they just kind of missed the boat. It seems like the mascots kind of born into like the 32 or kind of didn't stick, and that's a shame because I love that era of games.
Yeah, they kind of began and they kind of came and went in that kind of bygone era of like platforming mascots.
Like shit, even Crash Bandicoot seems to be strong. But we better move on to the next super chat because we
sorry.
Crash is struggling because Activision's fucking stupid. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean,
they're not struggling. Crash. They wanted Crash 4 to sell like Mario Odyssey numbers, and it sold stupid well for what it was.
It was never going
like,
to get there.
Hey,
I know, but like it sold so stupid well that they would have been completely fine had they just kept going. They're just very stupid.
We do need to haul ass a little.
We do. Okay, listen.
Right, yeah.
Man who goes on long tangents says we need to keep going. Calm down,
Hey,
Jeff
look,
Keighley.
I also like my long tangents. Okay, look, I just felt that I had something to say.
Pop's the one who's you are the one who hijacks the thing and
you
takes
have
the 12 minutes.
you just get your tangents in when
I
we
just
say
did
time
2
to back
minutes.
up.
It's a war between the time and the hunger.
And now you're here extending this by arguing me. Just read the fucking super chat,
Okay,
Dylan.
go next super chat. Jeez.
Slice your cheese.
At Dawn,
Right.
on at Dawn, we allow all kinds of tangents because we just have a lot to say.
Who's fucking
Mr.
stalling
Krabs.
us now? It's not even me. Okay.
Mr. Crab 459 with the $1.99. Corrections 46 and Zootopia 10th anniversary this year.
He's referring to
Okay.
Kinniku Man being 46.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Zootopia
Still
turns
cool.
10 this year. Thank you, Mr. Krabs.
Thank you very much.
Joe Madre,
Tangerines in here.
Joe Madre 3902 sends $5. What if instead of celebrating 5 or 10-year anniversaries, it was 6 or 7? Get the fuck at. Thank you. Stop.
Thank you.
Stop.
Thank you
Banned.
so much.
Banned. Banning Joe Madre. Okay. Orca Franken.
Mike 1911 with the $4.99 US super chat. I'm hoping Sega will celebrate all of Sonic, including the comics. If you think Sonic 35 is old, the M1911 is turning 115 this March. Why did this go into a thing about about guns?
He loves his guns. Like you could
What?
tell by his name. He
Yeah,
loves
that's
his guns.
literally his name, the M1911.
It was the gun that killed
I would have
Maria.
just thought that was when he was born.
No, the 1911 is the gun that shot Maria.
That's
but,
fucked.
What?
I also agree that I am.
Why do you
hoping
know
that
that?
they
Were
get-
you
because-
there?
Because Dylan, Mike has explained this on episodes that you've been in. The
Well, I don't
difference between
remember,
you
I
and
don't
me
care.
is that while I may talk a lot, I also listen a lot.
I listen when it's
That's the difference between you and me.
what?
Point proven. All right, next
What are we talking
one.
about?
Order. Dylan, you're up.
Stop paying us. Fuck. Is this
Don't
one in
say
the middle?
that.
Is this one with no message? Do you want me to? Thank you.
No, it's the
OMS.
one with
No,
the burger
KB.
beneath. How
KB.
many weeks have we done this? The burger is beneath the super chat, not above it.
I stop showing me burgers when I'm hungry.
KB.
Do you know how Discord works? Do you not just read? Dylan,
KB,
behave.
$9.99. Thank you. Sega now is very protective of their brand compared to how they were in the past, so they will cooperate with every single mobile game in existence. There's no way that we'd have anything like Deke, Archie, or Fleetway nowadays.
That's
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we have
that's
Wuthering
worse.
Waves and some mobile game that I've never heard of, some other
That's-
one.
That's so much worse. This is the thing, though, is the 2010s were the way they were because Sega overreacted to the internet. And now, like, the whole, like, brand protection thing that they've kind of gone through since then, like, this also is an overcorrection. Sega just needs to fucking balance. Just once balance. Not too far in one direction, not too far in the other.
And going on tangent.
That's
All right.
not a tangent. That is literally related to the super chat.
I know you. It was about to go into a tangent about like Klonoa or
Christ.
something. Just like Klonoa. You
I
know,
don't
then
care
you go
about your
on-
cannoli,
Also-
okay? Let's
Also,
keep going.
who's
No,
stalling
wait.
us? Who's stalling us?
You.
Exactly. How is it
You.
me? You're the one who fucking made
You're yelling.
accusations. You made false allegations.
His name is Dylan, not Stalin, okay? Now,
All
let's
right,
go.
next one. All right, Borger.
Thanks,
Say,
OMS.
Yep.
21XX. Thank you for the A29.99.
Yes, thank you, OMS 121XX. I appreciate it.
The $2.99 dues.
The dollar reduce. Thank yous.
Yeah. All right. Next up. Okay, Mr. Krabs 459 sends $4 Also, if you have to pick a song for each Sonic character, what would it be? For me, Whisper's song is Adu, song Shoka for her PTSD and Mimic. Mr. Krabs, do you realize how much of a big question it is to ask if you have to pick a song for each Sonic character? What
We
would
can do
it
that for an
be?
episode. We can do that for like a small topic on an episode. So we might
You do
get
American
back to
Idiot
you on
for
that one.
Sonic. Every single character is American Idiot.
I'd need time
We
to
can get
think
back to you
about
on that one.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
get back to, yeah. Like, that's a good one, though. Thank you, Mr. Krabs. And finally, you got the last one.
Yeah, well, Mr. Krabs with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much. Gromit, why is Judy Hopps and Homer choking up pigs? What? Judy, you no good peeping Tom? Why you little eating my cookie? Oolong choking sounds. Oh, it's oolong. Okay.
Oh, he's killing Oolong. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
it was a
Okay, now
regular
the
pig, that'd be bad.
the peeping Tom comment makes sense now.
Yes, yeah. Oolong is a.
All right. Thank
Also,
you.
I
Mr.
do
Krabs.
I quickly want to respond to one thing that Winter Rain has put, saying, if the comics just kind of do their own thing, Pup, that way it's going to make the comics throwaway to people who don't want to acknowledge them. Well, they're either going to buy them or they're not. Like, if they're related to the games, they'll buy them. It's Sonic.
I mean,
you know? Like,
the movies kind of do their own thing.
the movies do their own thing. The TV shows have done their own thing. They've all been successful.
Yeah, it's shown that you can do your own thing and still be successful. It's
But also,
just
like, why are we
I know
constantly
people would.
pandering to people who aren't interested?
Yeah, like I'll be real. I don't really read comics. Like, so if you're gonna, I mean, yeah, I do think that some of the comics that tie into like the games, that's kind of cool, but that's not gonna get me to want to like buy every single comic now.
Yeah, like, I think that's the thing is, like, it's like a lot of entertainment is all very geared up towards we might do something else in the future, and people might read comics for the sake of, oh, I hope maybe we'll get a glimpse of what comes next, or I hope we'll see, you know, a bit of the tone. But how many Sonic comics have you read recently that you've been interested in revisiting? Most of them have just been throwaway entertainment. Like, I don't really buy IDW comics anymore because nothing fucking happens in them. Like, so, I would say it's way bigger issue. But I mean,
I get it.
you're welcome to your opinions and stuff, but like, yeah, like personally, I don't think we should keep trying to appease people that aren't buying it. You know.
I will
Well,
say if you do like a game tie-in as kind of like a one-off or something, I believe they did that with for like Sonic 3. It's like the only thing I could think of off the top of my head because I did see a video on it like a long time ago, and that was something that was kind of stuck in my head for a while. It's like
oh yeah, they used to do that.
it,
Like,
it uses Sonic 3 and Knuckles as a base, but they kind of build on that, and it's like honestly that would be kind of a cool way to get people interested. And then you see like, oh, they have this whole other story going on. That's
and if
kind of neat.
anything, more people are going to buy it there because it's got the recognition of the game they just bought. As I say, like, it's a hell of a marketing strategy to have Sonic and the Big Cheese, the game release, and then have Sonic and the Big Cheese, the graphic novel adaptation release alongside it with some new context and ideas thrown in there, you know? Like,
That's what they do with movies. Usually, the novelization of the Sonic movies.
but we can't do that
Yeah.
now because we got to see Sonic and Tails sit in a cave and talk to a salamander, and then that's the end of the comic.
That sounds fucking awesome. What are you talking about?
I mean, it's cool, but it's not. I'm waiting.
You want to meet a
multiple-
salamander? You're a liar.
No, but
if
it's
you
not
say
like
that.
I'm gonna wait multiple months for this and then feel satisfied. You know, like
Hey, KB,
Sammy
is
the
that true?
salamander is actually the best Sonic character.
that's the thing is IDW Sonic releases are very like kind of staggered. Like they do take long breaks and stuff for mini series and stuff. And then like you can get an issue like I think it was issue 60 is the salamander one, and it's like everything here is fine. It's just God, I waited like how long, and all they did was talk to a salamander.
You're crazy if you wouldn't talk to a salamander.
Yeah, but like, do you really want to
Katie.
wait multiple months to buy a comic just to see them talk to a salamander?
Man would not
Bio
talk to
lizard
salamanders.
reference. Bio lizard reference. Lynn does it again. That's a good one. Hey, KB, is that actually true? Are we getting a Crossworlds comic next month?
I think, yeah, that is.
Oh,
already
to
con-
celebrate Tangle and Whisper, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's
Ooh,
already been confirmed.
oh, that's gonna be awesome. Okay,
All
that's such a
right.
cool idea.
So, yeah. It's the end of the episode.
All right.
Trey,
All right,
what
boys.
are you up to? Oh,
Oh,
That's just
why'd you do that?
too soon.
I thought he was back.
Trey, is that
thought
you?
it
Are
was a
you back?
bounce
Oh my god! I'm just kidding, guys.
Oh, it's just a cutout.
We'll have one of those little dream sequences at the start of next episode where Trey has returned.
And it's a dream. No.
Yeah, and it's a dream. All right. Well, okay. As for who remains, then, Frank, what are you up to?
Okay, well, I'm working on a couple of things. One of them being I kind of got into a Zelda mood recently, so I'm making videos on the first 3 Zelda games. I got to write the script for the first one, and then hopefully that'll be out within a week or so. If not, then I have an unfinished video where it's like mostly done. I just kind of stopped, and it was on not Outcome Memories, Hellfire Saga, the Sega Genesis ROM hack of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's really cool, based on Castlevania and other horror games that are like that. Definitely worth playing. I have a video on that as well, that if I don't finish the Zelda one in time, I'll just go and finish that one. And then for Knuckles channel, I have a few scripted video ideas, but the only one that's really done is a challenge video, but I won't really say much of what it is, but it has to do with the Switch 2. That's as much as I'll say. But as for some of the other scripted videos, it's like why I prefer Sonic 1 over Sonic 2. I know that's something I've said in the past. I just need to get around to writing it. And then there's gameplay videos and streams. So Knuckles Channel 3 and Knuckles for Sonic content, Gotta Be Frank for whatever I'm in the mood to make, and then my Twitch page, twitch.tv/Gotta Be Frank, without just remove the E. Somebody took the original username, and then
Got to be Frankie.
Still no 64. What are you up to?
I haven't done anything. I don't do anything. I made a. I don't know. I might stream soon because I hooked myself up to wired internet again for a bit.
Hell yeah.
I don't have much else than that. I might do some streaming, but I don't know when or where. So I guess we'll figure it out.
Man, do
Tail Dog, what are you doing?
Doing right now? I mean, I'm just working on some things, but nothing ready to reveal yet. However, for what's current on my channel, I did upload 2 days ago. So if you spent $300 on an action figure, you'd want it to be perfect, right?
Yes.
Well, Hot Toys
I don't know.
Hot Toys have
Go
just
ahead.
Hot Toys have just revealed their 5th attempt at a $300 Raimi Spider-Man action figure, and it still doesn't look right. So, like, what the fuck are you doing? That's what I've done a video.
Did they get the same? Do they get the same people as limited run games?
I mean, the thing is, Hot Toys make incredible action figures. Most of them, they are perfect. Most of them, but they just cannot get the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man right to save their fucking lives, and I don't understand why. And the video kind of outlines that and why it absolutely is proven possible for them to get it right. So what the hell? It's just that the companies don't really give a shit.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, like, is it like a bunch of small things that kind of add up, or is it like massive, like, glaring issues with like the quality of it?
Well, it's like looking at it, you just kind of notice it just doesn't look right. Like,
okay.
So it's the kind of thing where, like, could someone who's not a massive nerd spot these? And the answer is kind of yes and no, but at the same time, who the fuck is buying a $300 action without being anal on the details? You buy it for the details, and if the details aren't right, what the fuck's the point, Like, that's what I do.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, if you're dropping that kind of money on it, you got to have the detail there. Like, if it's not, then, like, what the hell are you doing? I mean,
fortunately, being broke spares me from being forced into buying luxury items.
Having less money to spend on things on stuff like that makes you more critical of those things, because it's like, you're like, I don't want to spend money on that if it looks
you want to be
like crap.
wise what you spend your money. I saw, like,
Exactly.
I've seen some, like, YouTube collectors and stuff being, of course you're gonna have to buy it because it completes the collection. Like, what do you mean you have to buy it? What is this?
A lot of people have that mentality. Once they become that collector and they have the disposable income to, like, just throw at that stuff, your thing is like, oh, it's got to be a whole collection. I've looked at stuff where it's like, man, I would want that, but damn it, like, I just can't justify it, and it's always for some kind of reason.
As everyone's pointing out, some similarities to the limited run thing. However, this isn't a nasty little surprise like the limited run thing, because, like, limited run, they had the CGI picture and it looked good. Like, they've just been straight up honest and just straight up been like, hey, here's this thing we cobbled together because we couldn't be fucked. You'll be able to buy this in a few months, maybe.
I mean, if we could be fair, like, we've looked at the track record of limited run games and it hasn't been great.
Oh, no,
whether it's, like, for a lot of their physical goods. So yeah, I'm not going to go on any tangents, but yeah.
It's a shame as well, because even if that thing was painted properly, it would only be worth. Right. Well.
Real quick. Apparently, the Crossworlds comic was pushed back to March. Okay, that's perfectly fine.